posting places. Boop. All right. Let's go ahead and get some.
Already up. Oh.
Yeah,
I just got back.
I just turned it on.
Mm.
How does this music sound? Well, that's nice.
Sure.
Some good music.
Sounds like.
All right.
I feel like I'm in
Sounds
that
like one of those 3D
meditation.
spaces that you get put in when you like turn on your Oculus or something.
A little bit. But I figured it's kind of nice and relaxing. And so, hello, Internet. Welcome back to another day of us playing Tomb of Annihilation.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
And everyone
Hello.
can once again make it. Thank you all for coming. How are you guys been?
Doing all right.
Whoa. I mean,
Managing. Yeah, been fine.
Yeah. But alright, if everyone is ready, Tomko, would you now grace us with a recap?
Certainly. We kicked off last session by rolling for initiative. As Gasa felt the need to fight back after getting poisoned. But nobody else was really willing to join in the fight with her. She left the party to talk with Queen Zalcor. They tried to negotiate to acquire the orchid, but the Queen demanded their companion Bob as recompense. Refusing to offer him up, the party ultimately pushed issues a little too far and were driven out by the Queen's Eblisses. Gasa managed to scurry across the rope, but the others were carried into the air and dropped unceremoniously into the water. Deciding to leave the task behind for the time being, the party tried to put together a plan, only for an angel to descend upon them and steal away Alex without much preamble. Or Alexander, sorry. They decided, ultimately, to venture to the west, to a site that Beak had suggested to them in an effort to at least accomplish something. They traveled 2 days through the dank forest and noted copious amounts of dead and fading foliage, before a snake erupted from that rotting foliage to prey upon the party. Not to be outdone, another creature erupted from the forest in the midst of the fight. A small Gripply, a frog person, that joined the fight with a boisterous laughter. And after helping defeat the serpent, introduced himself as Dolgrin of Clan Stone Smasher. The party took some time to get to know their new friend before settling down for the evening. That night, Gasa saw a vision in the stars and realized that it was time for her to leave. She left behind a note saying, literally, gotta go. P.S. Bob, take care of him.
Lame.
that's cute.
Yep.
That is where we left off.
The party rests on your shoulders now, Bob.
All up the Bob.
Unfortunate for everybody else.
You can cast heal, right?
We don't need a heal caster. It's fine. You can just I'll blow up my gun and everything will work out.
Yeah, it's all fine. And
Yeah.
as you mentioned, 2 party members, Alexander and Gasa, have been swapped out for their new leading roles, Calisul and Dogrin. And picking up the day after...
We also leveled up.
Oh yeah, you guys also hit level 5, I forgot, again. Anything interesting you guys want to share about hitting level 5? Or do you want to keep it all secret?
Well, I will say that when it was Zanati reading the note, right? If I recall correctly, last reading it out loud to everybody.
Sure.
Yeah. Everybody who looks at Anati today would be like, You look a little different. As Anadi, getting up from his rest and making his way over to where Goss is packing or other stuff that she left
Her
behind.
stuff isn't there. Nope.
Oh, you left the staff, right?
I left the staff. Yes.
Okay, so where she left her staff in the note, this little guy, which I haven't finished the art for, is there instead, as Anadi has taken on more of both traits of his spider and humanoid side, almost looking similar to a were-spider.
All right.
As I will remove the token that's on the field and place down what I look like now.
A literally humanoid spider.
Man
And
spider.
so, I'll look back over to everybody and be like, so, guess she's gone. Shane,
Yeah.
why are you looking at me like that?
You look different.
Anadi looks
Why?
down at his vest and he's just like, I mean,
Have you always been a spider?
oh, yeah. I turned back into a normal spider. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
fuck it.
it's totally normal. And I turn back, but I'm still the half-breed, the half-hybrid.
Hey, Nadi, have you looked at yourself yet recently?
Is there like a lake or like a pond near us?
You could probably easily
a-
find a mud puddle.
Yeah.
I will say on the topic for level up stuff, Gasa got some very cool spells.
She's dead.
I haven't done Alexander's level up yet.
She's
So
not
I
dead,
don't
she's
know.
missing.
Yeah.
What's the difference in children?
If there's not, I can disguise self to look like what Anadi looks like right now. Or illusory disguise, sorry. Different rule. Spell thing.
But yeah,
if
it's,
you do that,
you can definitely find like a puddle of some sort to use as a
ah,
impromptu
what the
mirror.
fuck is that? I-
Do you
I look at the
not
puddle and step
feel
back.
different?
I bring my hands up to my face, and I still technically have 5 fingers on each hand. But if you look at Anadi art normally, they have like those backwards legs that like some like Digitrade like animals do, and so my feet are like that now. What the fuck happened?
Is your
Why-
face like not itchy, or that's quite a
it
lot
is.
of hair?
Yeah, no, this is new.
I
The main thing
suppose
about
we can tell it's
being
new.
the half. They don't have 8 eyes. They only have 2. It's rather interesting. What the fuck? How the fuck did that happen?
Magic, I guess.
Fulgrin hops from his tent. I heard shouting! What is happening?
I'm a spider now. Well, more so than before.
Looks you up and down. I will take your word for it.
Dolgren finds him absolutely delicious to look at.
You do look scrumptious.
Still taller than you, little one.
That's never stopped me before.
Well, let's...
All right, cool. New stuff.
Do you often overnight? Is this
No.
a common occurrence?
It's happened once, I think. Like, my hand turned into like this, and technically, I do have now like spider fur across my entire body. Like, I'm not. It's not just the head. It's the entire thing. It's happened once to my hand, but not to my head and body. New.
Dolgren lays a companionable hand on your thigh. He'd put it on your shoulder, he just can't reach that high. I know the feeling, friend. I remember when I first grew arms and legs. I was very shocked.
What?
Well,
Is
yes,
that how you work?
I was a tadpole. A handsome one, but a tadpole.
That's fucking amazing, Tolkien.
The mightiest of all tadpoles.
Indeed. Never a hardier tadpole did you see.
I suppose you are a very strong egg.
Well, I can't remember that far back.
It's a shame you cannot boast about that.
No, I cannot.
But all right. After some new
What happened to the bimbo?
Oh.
Hey,
Womp
she was
womp.
a saint.
I'll take your word for it. She did seem friendly, though.
I'm never gonna live this down.
Deserve better.
No. But after some morning interactions and prep and packing up camp, you guys begin to set off once again. And once again, I don't remember who the last person to make the expeditionary roll was. So
We'll check the chat and find out who rolled a D4 last.
I
I'll,
did fill it up with a lot of things.
I'll just roll a d6 for it. 3. Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob.
What am I rolling?
Roll a d4. As you are leading
Also-
the expedition this time. 2.
He.
So do
Maybe
your
my
best to
change.
just kind of measure the space itself of which direction
okay.
you would like to move the little party sigil.
The fuck are we going?
We
We
were
were
going
heading-
for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going that way. So
A little
what
purple
would
circle
be
there.
2 for this sucker. Ah, where's my bottom
Close
of
to
the
it,
fucking...
maybe.
Oh my god.
You can do it, Ben. I believe in you.
I can't. It's too hard.
Well, if that's
Ah,
where you're
there you
wanting
go.
to move,
I think that's one.
Yeah. I'm
I
moving.
think that was 2. I don't know. It's all dark.
it's good enough.
What is that red thing, Chris?
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. We have control of the Bee Gees token, though. What's that red thing on us?
You'll find out.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't like that.
And
Did we
speaking
hit a
of that,
fucking danger zone?
I know we
Oh,
just
shit.
started, but let's take a quick little pee break.
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Did I really get through this?
I think we stepped in the fucking bad place.
No.
Well,
So
Ma-
about half an hour, the party packs up and leaves camp. Gasa comes out of the bushes, wiping her dress off. She's like, "Ooh, I'm sorry. I really had to go. Much better now." And she looks around. She's like, "Guys,
we're doing that. Then you see another no, and it points back to Gearsable.
All right.
Oh
Well,
my
while we're taking this
goodness.
pee break, I actually forgot to set up my extra languages, so now I've just done that.
There's a creature called a predatory rabbit. That's amazing.
What, does it touch people inappropriately?
No,
I think
it's
it
a
might be
it's a
closer to
zombie
the Holy
rabbit with a
Grail.
bow tie.
That's a-
oh yeah, from that. Yep, from Book of the Dead."
It's that's cute.
Monty Python? Huh?
Oh,
Let's see, we're level 5. I'm going at the start of the day, I'm going to make 20 bullets, 2 alchemist's fire, and a ghost charge. And I will give an alchemist's fire, a lesser alchemist's fire to Dogrin, and I'll give one to Zig.
Okay.
And I'll also give Dogrin the ghost charge.
aha! Thank you.
You both seem like you would be in the thick of it, so these might help you out in a pinch.
Much appreciated.
just roll quick.
I'm actually technically an expert with those.
This is very useful. This one will call forth very dangerous fire. Perhaps do not use it very close to you. This one will only affect the undead, so unless there is something you are not telling us, you will not be harmed by this one.
Unless you're not completely honest with us.
That's what it sounds like. Just fuck him up. Fuck it. Just do it.
I'm not making the claim that I don't trust you. It is just I'm warning you in case that you have not explained the entirety of your nature.
This feels like a threat.
He looks at it. I believe I am alive. We shall find out together. Throws the bomb at the ground.
Oh, wow.
No.
Man, did I just roll us into another bullshit scenario, man?
There's your find out,
Bullshit.
brother.
Combat
Well-
is fun.
I don't think you've. I mean, I'd love to get into some combat. I got a new character to.
Yeah, same, right? We get some toys to play with. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Very true, very true.
This dude has a necklace of knives.
Yes.
It's like one of the coolest combat items at this level.
Yeah, but what's a knife gonna do against a T-Rex? Like, you know.
Stab it? I don't know. The same thing a knife's gonna do to anything else.
Yeah,
Explode.
That's his backup weapon. He's got other stuff before that. But during the travel, like, as we're going along, he's very happy, very eager to chat with you guys. Learn more about, like, what you're doing out here, stuff like that. He'll tell you some of his own stories.
I tell him my entire life story.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
What would you like to know, my friend? Just that is
Anything?
not that-
I was simply making conversation.
Well, some of them already know this. I am out here searching for an item that belongs to me. It was unlawfully taken. Well, for whatever unlawful passes for on this island.
We did have that conversation after defeating the snake. I was present.
My apologies.
Why do you remember?
Not at all. I liked hearing it again. It was a good story. Second time around, even still.
You're a second time.
I'm sure it is not hard to tell, but I am not from Chult, much like some other people. I come from the coast up north, if you've ever heard of that. Farther
I
north
have not.
than some people may know, but still. I was raised alone by my father. Well, mostly alone. My mother was there part-time. Very busy woman. My father, he is a moon elf. Is where I get part of my ashy skin. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'd just like to say, Kelly Soul, what we call that when we're going into a place that might seem dangerous is a fucking red flag. So stay in the back of the party, alright? Just to be safe.
Yeah, okay. I was,
Great music.
I grew up an orphan. Just like, he's gonna die! Get this!
No, my childhood was very happy, actually.
Oh no.
Did you just death flag yourself?
That's exactly what I mean.
Well, no, he hasn't shown the picture of his wife and child yet.
I do not have a wife and child.
I'm married to my work. Pulls up the gun.
I
No!
I
I'm
will-
married to my work, but I'm 2 days from retirement.
I will die alone.
Just get this family heirloom. I'll be fine. No!
This, I mean, I wouldn't consider it a family heirloom, but it would be a nice legacy.
All right. After a few days of travel,
2.
you guys are still in this decrepit, foresty area. This area that just looks like the forest is dying. And Zig, the sigil on your shield, it flickers about, sometimes growing brighter, sometimes dimmer. But over the next couple days, it almost never goes out entirely. And you have learned that your shield is reactive to the undead, in a very similar manner to the sword Sting from Lord of the Rings is reactive to orcs and orc kind. And as you guys are traveling in this direction, the direction you guys are supposedly traveling, go ahead and set yourselves in whatever sort of walking orientation you guys would be in normal.
With
Dalton is pretty good at getting into fights quickly, so it can be more sort of like mid-range.
if Zig wants to work with me, because I learned that I don't have to be 15 away from the party, I just have to be 15 feet away from non-allies. If he'd like to come with me at the front so he can help guide, this is the idea. They're super close the whole time. We were 15 feet ahead of him.
Okay.
Yeah. Control. I think that was good. She's
Zach,
Yes.
I do not like what you're doing.
Oh well.
so
What is
we can't see this far, but can we? So,
I will say before you start moving forward, Alex, your shield, well, Zig, your shield, begins to glow very vibrantly.
Begins to grow.
Yeah,
Soon
grow.
it's too
Begins
heavy
to
for you to
glow.
hold.
Yeah. It's actually a cursed item, but no, it begins to glow very vibrantly. And it begins to almost emit sort of like a dull hum that it's glowing. And up ahead,
Alright.
you can both hear and smell something in front of you.
All good.
Guys,
You can tell
I
they're-
think we have a horde coming.
You can tell there is somewhat of a clearing, and you can hear movement in this clearing. Oh god, he's giant!
Giant and naughty.
I was just trying to put myself on the field because I don't
He-
look like this anymore.
He went kaiju.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm put myself down again. Can you speak?
Atoka! Atoka!
You
I'm
can
still big
hear movement. You can also hear mumbling, chanting almost. And there's a smell in the air. A smell of both rot and a new interesting smell that Calisul might be familiar with. Calisul, if
Oh.
you would give me a craft check.
Oh god, I am familiar with this. Let's go. Never mind. No, I'm not.
So, Dolgren has both, scent as an ability, and
Alright.
he's trained in crafting. Could he
Alright.
attempt to check?
Sure.
I
have-
don't got high hopes for him, but
If you have
Zig
scent,
is also training crafting.
But
If-
he didn't send-
I would
I do
say
not.
for Zig, you're not sure about the smell. But Dolgren,
Okay.
you also know the smell. Calisul maybe isn't really paying attention, or maybe it's not
I'm too
getting-
busy in my life story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really going through your mask. But Dolgren,
I'm too used to it to recognize it.
being living somewhat around water, you are familiar with the dangers of electricity or maybe a little bit sensitive to the possible dangers of lightning. And so you can smell the ozone-charged air of lightning coming from in front of you guys.
yeah, I can imagine there was a storm he was caught in once that had this sort of familiar sort of scent to him.
It just smells like sulfur.
It's a very interesting smell of oxygen. Pure ozone
Yeah.
has a very unique smell. Nothing smells
Mhm.
like it. And
It's
Dolgren
spicy.
Dolgren picks up on it, probably bringing
Smells
back.
like a storm ahead.
However,
Something
you will
worse.
notice that it is actually quite an unusually sunny day.
Fuck.
And so, what does the party do?
I think we're coming up on a horde.
Dolgren is going to draw his big metal cinder block on a chain.
I will actually move you guys into the tree line for this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll just start off with Inspire Courage.
I will climb that tree, and I will. How high can I get or something? Just get like. I want to get at least 20.
Then yeah, you can very easily get 20 foot high from any kind of tree or more dense foliage. And so you climb up and stare out into this somewhat vacant area. And you are gripped by horror.
Hell yeah. Fucking yoked, man.
I mean, I did increase my 1 strength. I'm not going.
Before you,
Ooh.
you see a horde of undead that just seem to be mostly lingering in this area. However,
Well, that's a lot.
in the somewhat center of the field, there is a strange item, almost like a statue. And on either side of it are 2 very peculiar looking undead. They seem to be zombies. However, they're both facing the statue and chanting. And you can see arcs of lightning leaving from their fingertips into the statue. And then from this statue, you can see it emitting up into the air like a yellowish fog or a mist.
Oh, these bitches might be part of the Sown Sisters then. It's yellow.
What are you doing?
Thinking.
I am ready to leap into battle.
Are we getting like a one action thing to do, or
Initiative has not been rolled yet, so you guys can do whatever you want until that starts.
Dogrin is like bouncing on his feet, and people near him can hear him chanting, "Guts and glory, guts and glory."
Yeah,
Check
if we're running into this, I'll Anadi or Dolgren, which one of you want the disrupting weapons?
Wait a moment. Give it to Dolgren if we do.
Okay.
I would like to identify these zombies to see if they are ghouls, skeletons, specific zombies that we might have fought. Like, not the
Alright.
same ones we fought before,
Roll
but are
undead,
they like
or
jobbies?
roll knowledge religion.
Ugh.
Mhm.
I'm not good at that.
And they,
Yeah, 8.
you can tell they're undead because they're
Would they
walking
be in
dead
the book?
bodies. No, undead things aren't in the book because they're not
They're
native
rather new to the
creatures.
island. Yeah.
are we planning on fighting this?
I fucking hope not, but I mean, if we
You
have
guys do have the
Oh,
option.
yes.
No undead have seemed to have spotted.
In preparation, I'm going to start cranking gears on the side of my weapon, very similarly to how I made it explode, if anybody's paying attention to that. And I'm going to set it to overdrive.
to,
There's a lot of zombies.
he's a
Not for long.
So I'm going to make a crafting check that I think Zach decides. I'm not certain how this works.
It's based on your level.
Yeah, so how is that
I think that is
Determined.
just based off the regular DC by level.
Yep.
I mean, anyway,
Level
then.
5, it's DC 20.
Okay, so I pass.
Cool.
There is another thing, like
Uh,
with my, I have a pretty high perception. Can I identify these 2 fuckers next to this urn or whatever this is that are charging?
That's the statue.
lightning? Yes,
Once
the
again,
statue, sorry.
roll knowledge religion.
Well, I just wanted to know if I can identify them as undead, being like, oh, they are like decrepit.
Oh yeah, they definitely seem undead.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't. I mean, if I have to make another check, I would rather somebody else.
If
who's
you want
good at
to-
religion.
If
to
you
do
want
it.
to positively identify them, yeah, make our knowledge religion. Other than that, I mean, they look like living
Andrew, what are they?
animated dead bodies. So it's a
The
safe
Gas has
bet.
got a +9 to
Ooh.
religion.
Undril.
Yeah.
There we go.
Undril with the save. So Undril points out these 2 individual zombies, and they have the very unoriginal name of shock zombie. And what is
Zombie.
something that she would like to learn about or recall about
Excuse me.
them?
So just one thing.
Yes.
All right.
She
let's do a
barely
risk
made
assessment.
the DC.
Yeah. Let's do a risk assessment. What is their HP? Like max total.
Their max total standard HP is 140.
Standard?
Standard.
Apparently. And there's two of them, bitches.
Huh.
Because there is also weak and elite settings for every monster.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. These guys wouldn't be considered, elite, weak, or normal.
You cannot tell.
Shit.
Ew.
Okay. I mean, I'm your guide. I will help you if I have to. But I'm not making the decision to fucking go forward on this.
And right, you said that the machine that they're messing with is making the fog.
Yes, whatever this statue pillar machine thing is, they
I
seem
could
to be
smash it.
charging it, and it is emitting this yellowish mist or fog, very similar to mist and fog you have been seeing around the jungle. Most predominantly when you met the one Night Hag.
Well,
Oh,
I think that we should,
Smash it.
yes, try and stop this.
yeah. Do the zombies does it look like? Does the fog look like it's coming off all the zombies as well? Sorry, just coughing. Fuck.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Do the zombies look like they're admitting or that there is yellow fog smoke off of them?
It doesn't look like they are emitting any kind of fog or mist. They seem to be mostly just wandering about, very, Walking Dead style.
Okay. Well, let's hope these are like the zombies we fought, but they only have 2 actions. It'll take them a half turn to get here, or a turn to. If Undrill's gonna help, she has buffing abilities of magic weapon. So she could
my
give
weapons-
it to somebody else.
My weapon's already +1 striking.
Callie's
As
full
well
of
as
weapon.
mine.
My weapon is just a regular pistol.
Do like a +1 striking weapon with.
Sure, yeah.
All right, so if you are going to do that. She's going to do that as soon as initiative starts, so just before initiative is rolled.
Alright, well, if you guys want, go ahead and start rolling initiative.
All right.
Since we're still in prep, I would like to mark this.
You mark
Zig
this
is
one.
going to disrupting weapons, my axe, and Dolgrin's center block.
If we're doing this stuff beforehand, I'm gonna rage. As soon as it's confirmed we're going, he's gonna. Yes.
Yeah, and I will just keep the Inspire Courage.
+1 striking means I get a +1 to hit, and it's an extra damage die.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Post.
And then Dolgrin, you get a D4 extra positive damage.
Okay, I will factor that in.
Alright. Well, if we're going in, first up to bat, once everyone is done prepping, Bob, you are the quickest to react. So what would you like to do?
Cower in fear.
And let's go ahead and throw this into combat music.
Let's see. This dude's raging. Everything else is pretty. I'm not getting anywhere near those motherfuckers right now. Yeah. I will just keep my stuff going.
Alright, so you spend your turn keeping your auras going, and if
Yeah.
you aren't doing anything else, it moves to Anadi.
I will say, Bob, you can technically delay your turn.
That is true. That is an option. You can delay or you can ready an action. However, the readied action must be a single action.
Yeah, I don't have very many of those. So unless you guys are gonna move out of my range, not much I'm gonna be able to do.
I will have to move up just a little bit to keep an effective range.
Yeah, got a feeling our homeboys
Okay.
for them to come to us, but it's fine.
Hope they're not runner
Okay.
zombies.
We'll find out real quick, won't we? I would like to.
Yes.
I've obviously already hit the hunt prey on them,
Mm-hmm.
and so where is that inventory? Where is that arrow? What is the DC on? Yeah. It. Click clack. I load in 1 bolt on the repeater, and so no magazine in. And
All right.
I will fire a vine arrow at hunting creature.
At this guy?
Shot. Yes.
All right.
So I
A
would like to do that.
17. Is that your total?
That is 17 total because I rolled a natural 2. And that's what I'd like to.
All right. If you would like to spend your hero point, go ahead.
Yes.
33.
That's much better.
Ooh.
That
Ooh.
will hit, and that will crit.
Oh, okay. So I gotta roll the extra damage. 8,
What is the effective range on your repeater?
180, but technically 360.
Jesus. Mine's only 30 feet.
Bro, your missiles suck.
Oh,
the
so-
your
pistols in this
pistol-
game suck.
They're pretty.
No, your pistol
standard.
also has fatal. Like,
Yeah,
he
that-
has no traits on the crossbow.
That's fair.
I have reload 3 on the crossbow if I put a magazine in.
That's correct.
So yeah,
36.
yeah, 36. Also, because it is a vine arrow, I need the target. So when the activated hero hits the target, the target automatically takes -10 circumstance penalty for its speed for
2d4 rounds.
so for 3 rounds it has -10 to its movement speed,
Okay.
or until it makes an escape check of DC 19. Also, if it's on a crit, which it apparently was,
It is immobilized.
yeah, so it's immobilized. So never mind. It's
Nice.
just
That's awesome.
it's stuck there. Fuck that bitch.
All right. It is
And
immobilized.
I will get rid of this vine arrow.
Bolt stabs into him and erupts in vines that dig into the ground.
I
Yeah.
will then
So
yeah, I will
from-
then use 1 action left as I very previously to reload the crossbow with I'll say a blind pepper bolt.
All right.
That's my turn.
So from mounted up in this mostly dead tree, a bolt sniper shots this one electric zombie as it pierces him right into the side, and then vines and roots erupt from within, digging through its legs and pinning it to the ground. It is now aware that it's under attack. And it goes to its turn. And what will these guys do?
Run away.
They are very
Undead
afraid.
Undead don't run away, you sillies.
It's because they have no brains. They have no way of thinking for themselves.
Let's see. So this one, it will actually stop facing this statue, and you see it begin to do something else with its hands. And you can hear this thing doing some sort of chanting and mumbling, rah, 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 very dark, blasphemous speech. And above you guys, your general area, a storm cloud begins to manifest. And then a bolt of lightning comes down. I need all of you to make a reflex save.
All of us.
Oh.
I am.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
That's not.
Duh.
Oh,
That's even worse.
Listen, I crit him. He's got to crit me back.
Oh, did you just crit fail your save?
Yeah, he did.
Ooh.
28.
Depending on the DC, I may have also crit failed, but I don't think so.
Oh, we're about to find out.
I I really hope I didn't, because I rolled a 19.
Alright, let's see. So, Bob, Anadi, and Dolgren all did fail. Anadi crit fails.
Anadi rerolled, I
But-
think, right?
No.
No.
Oh no, it's Sandrel's roll.
But
Okay.
Zig crit succeeds.
What about or did? Oh no, never mind. You did roll Underhill. Never mind.
Yeah.
And so, very underwhelming. Zig,
So
I believe you still only take half damage. Because it is a basic reflex.
If he critically succeeded, he takes no damage on a basic
Oh.
reflex.
Okay. So
He
Zig,
completely dodges the lightning.
okay.
yeah, you
Well,
managed to
I
completely...
did not crit succeed though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So
Kelly
the way
Sewell.
I'm envisioning it, that Zig blocks it with his shield and goes right into a naughty.
Yeah,
To
it's
redirect it
probably-
straight into
yeah.
him.
Undril and Kelly Sewell, you both take... oh my god, my brain.
What's
you
the
both
what's
take-
the full number?
You both take 10 points of electricity damage. Bob and Dolgren, you take 19 points.
Like, well, if I take half of 19, wouldn't that be 9? Isn't it rounded down?
Rounded up.
Oh, it's rounded up. Okay,
I round up damage.
I see.
And Anadi, being that you were up in a tree, you got the worst of it and take 38 points of lightning damage.
Does he fall from the tree?
He does not. He gets stuck to your tree via static clean. But
I
no,
don't think wood works that way.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive. This guy, the other one,
It's gonna do the exact same thing.
he's actually going to break line of sight from you guys and keep pumping into this thing. Dolgren.
All right, so Dolgren, who has been like sort of hyping himself up, wanting to like charge in here.
He is.
You guys notice, being this close to him, he has started to. You're not sure if like it's sweat, but there's like this green liquid beading on his skin, and as it like drips off of him, it like you see it like hit like leaves and they sizzle,
Oh,
and his like the little protrusions above his his eye ridges have almost started to grow into horns. He's like, "Do you want that thing destroyed?"
Oh.
which thing?
The statue.
Possibly, probably, yeah.
Is that a good
nuts.
idea?
Aha! Their guts are glory! And he is going to charge. Sudden
Oh
charge
god.
for
Alrighty.
2 actions.
All right. Now while he's in there, we all eat.
So he's gonna run into this whole horde of zombies by himself.
And then his weapon has reach, so he's going to swing at the statue.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Small frog wield big weapon.
He's being a barbarian.
Yeah.
Bob, were you inspiring courage?
Yes.
Okay, so +1 to this roll for attack and damage.
Alrighty. That
26 against the statue.
That is a hit.
Okay, that will be 20 bludgeoning damage and 4 that will be 24 bludgeoning damage because I have the raising trait, which means I deal additional damage to objects and structures,
Not all.
and then another 4 acid damage on top of that.
Alrighty. You run up, whirling your big old wrecking ball chain, and just boom! Knock in the side of this pillar, causing a major crimp. Some of the pipes burst, and some more of the mist kind of just erupts out of it. And you said that was 2 actions.
That was only 2 actions to get up there. He does look back. I may need backup! And he's going to swing at the pillar again.
You have Alchemist's Fire and Ghost Charge. That should be backup enough.
He's going to swing at the pillar again, trying to bring it down. Attack number 2. 25 to hit. Ooh, much shittier on the damage. But that'll be 15 bludgeoning and another 4 acid.
That still hits. As you bring the wrecking ball around and boom, knock in the other side of it. It seems pretty damaged at this point. And then we go to Callie Sewell.
Yep. So to start off, I'm going to 10 paces, take a free step of 10 feet
Alright.
as a free action. And then, let's see. So we're thinking the big ones, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. How far is this? Like 60 feet? 60 feet.
Exactly 60, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to spend one action moving up 30 if I want this to be effective.
Traded out our only AoE. I just realized.
Yeah.
I guess you.
Right. I think there is perfect.
Did you
Right
grab
there.
fleet so that you have 30 feet of movement?
I do have 30 feet of movement, so it says
Okay.
on my sheet. And then... So we decided I have to reload after every shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then... I suppose... This is just going to be really shitty because I only have 3 actions, but we'll just take a regular shot at this one.
Hold on. Should be easy.
Alright. A
Oy.
17 is
It's
a
17
miss.
plus 2 because, or how much is Inspired Courage giving me?
+1.
Plus 1 and then another plus 1, so it's a
So
19.
it's a 19 total.
A 19 is still a miss as you run up,
Right?
fire, and just completely whiff this mostly stationary target.
All right, now I'm gonna see. I missed. I'm going to panic, and in that panic, I'm going to accidentally, for the first time, cast Shield,
Alrighty.
and then that's my turn.
Alright.
Zombie's turn.
From all the racket that's been going on, you have drawn the attention of the Horde. And so, let's see. Alright, so I have marked them for my simplicity. Red team and blue team. So first, red team, as a free action, gets to form up. And form Voltron.
Oh.
Super Mega Zombie.
How awesome would that be? Alright, so they form up. Then as a first action, they will stride. They move 20 feet. So 1, 2, 3. They will begin to lumber forward like the horde they are. Completely encasing Dolgren and trying to get around Kelasul. And then for their last action, they will all begin to mob you. So now I need Dolgren and Kelasul to make reflex saves.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're only rolling a 10. That really sucks.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright.
Roll good on my hit at least. I'll try refreshing, see if that fixes my HP bar.
Alright. As the zombies surround you, mob you, they all begin to claw and bite and try to tear into you just like a horde of ravenous zombies. And so both of you, what is that? Plus, okay. You will both take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Next up, blue team. They will form up as a free action.
So much for that shield spell, huh?
They will stride. And then they will use their last action to stride again.
No.
He can stay there.
There you go. I was gonna say, make sure you don't get them mixed up.
Yeah, try not to. And then after that, Sig! You have
All
a
right.
literal wave of dead bodies coming your way.
Throw the fire!
And the flames.
Please throw the fire!
All right.
Get in your squares.
Zig will go here.
Alright.
He's gonna toss the alchemy fire kind of in the center of him.
Alrighty.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Yep, it's an attack roll like normal.
Okay.
Yep, just a throw
Hold
weapon.
Hold on. Whoa, wait.
Oh,
I have
Bob.
a reaction.
Alright. Bob's reaction.
Got a projectile.
Okay.
Oh.
Who are you throwing this at?
Oh, the same horde. It just creates an illusion going to the same place.
Blue horde?
I don't think you're in range for that.
If the person is 20 feet near me, then... Oh wait, it went out of feet. Ah, no, never mind.
Well,
You'll have to
I.
wait for him to make his next
Yeah.
Okay.
shot.
All right. So, can I just roll like the hand crossbow? Because that'd be
That should do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
So that it'd be a
Uh,
19 because of Bob.
19. That is a success.
Okay.
That's a success?
Thank goodness.
Yeah, zombies typically have low AC, but a lot of hit points.
Okay, and it's a
Yep.
D8.
You were shooting at the big zombie. He's throwing at a horde of zombies. They have a different AC.
All right.
Mm.
So it's 4 fire damage, and then it's 1 persistence, and then 1 splash.
Alright.
And I was throwing it like in the center.
Yep.
You said 1 splash?
Yep.
1 fire splash, 1 fire persistent.
And then
Have persistent. That looks like fire. They have persistent. So you go running up and just basically chuck a Molotov. I can't speak. Chunk a Molotov into the horde of zombies.
Molotov.
Yeah. Erupts, setting most of them on fire. They don't seem to
Alright.
care for it much.
which is fine. Then I'm gonna swing on this one.
Alrighty. A 23
So that'd be-
does hit.
That'd be a
Oh.
24.
This would be attack number 2.
It would.
Oh, oop, my bad.
That
Ooh,
will be a miss, unless you want to hero point it.
Uh,
That is 16 bodies on you.
yeah,
And- What?
I'll do that because I'm
32
trying to get the one of the ones off Kalasul. So it'd be a 15.
God.
A 15 will be a miss as you
Damn
swing
it.
into the horde, grazing them only superficial.
All right, and that is my 3.
Undril, what would you like to
She
do,
will
sweetie?
she will take her action, one action to her. So she's
Alrighty.
no longer in whatever fucking shitty ass storming. Which I
Don't-
hope can't
Don't you
fucking move.
insult the storm like that. It's just doing
Fuck
its
your
job.
storm! Okay, I am the storm that is approaching. Alright.
A demon hunter
Um,
pops out.
Fuck yeah. Alright. Would you say that this swarm is impeding vision?
The swarm, no. These guys are
Oh.
technically. I didn't mention it before. But they are kind of like levitating off the ground a couple feet.
Oh, okay.
However,
Oh.
this pillar does give him some cover, and this one back here is completely concealed.
She started. She could have. Would you consider that to be cover if she
Yep.
had that angle rather than?
It's still partial cover because it passes through the squares that this thing takes up.
Yeah, because this thing is in this square. It's just the image.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's. How much AC increase does partial cover do?
I
If
think
it's
2.
lesser cover, it's only a +1. If it's standard cover, it's a +2.
So yeah, it would be 1. He gets +1.
Okay. She will try to use her fire ray on this
Ooh.
fucker. Yeah.
Alright.
So, boom. Oh!
Wow. That's a double crit.
Nice.
So just
If
40
fuego.
fire?
So 40 fire damage, and
Boom.
it also will take
2d4 persistent fire.
Yeah,
So
so
he's also on
you-
fire.
Yeah, so
Yep.
on his turns he'll take 2d. Alright,
All
that
right.
is her turn. It's 2
Undril
actions
goes
to fire.
running out of the foliage, clutching her holy amulet of Sarenrae and pointing it to this evil, blasphemous being. At which
Feel
point,
the sun's glory.
a
Jesus.
ray, a god ray from the sun itself, just comes down. Like Sarenrae herself is holding a magnifying glass over this ant and just scorches the fuck out of him.
Goddamn Gears of War hammer. Just
Yeah. Bob, your turn.
Amazing.
But
He has taken 78 damage so far. He is halfway down.
A little closer to these guys.
okay, it's on its turn.
And yeah.
Yep.
All right. Continue with the Inspire Courage.
Bob comes sauntering out of the woods, bowing and flexing his muscles in rhythmic fashion, giving warrior's courage to all his allies.
And then last action, throw out a dancing shield to Calso.
All right, so you have another shield on you.
You have 2 shields.
Oh, shield.
Nice.
Not sure if they
Dancing
stack though.
shield is 2 actions to cast.
Oh, I thought it was one. Oh, I need to rewrite that then. Never mind. I thought it was a one.
If you have
is
shield
a single
other-
action, yeah.
Do you have shield other?
No.
Okay.
Had
Then unless you have any other actions you would like to perform, that will be passing on to Anadi.
that will do.
All right, Anadi, you're up.
Fix this.
Would you consider most of the terrain that is the border edges to be trees?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to use my climb speed to continue climbing across these fucking trees to get the fuck over here.
Okay.
I think that's
Uh-oh.
correct. Leave my.
Oh, you moved out of range.
Oh, am I? Is it 20 feet or 25?
It's 20 feet for
20
his
feet.
projectile.
No, I don't want to do that then.
You sure? You're gonna just sit there and take the storm?
I mean, I could create that
You-
motherfucker who's immobilized and get 2 of them.
You
I
could.
could.
Or you could not finish him, and his turn is next.
I mean, I did roll a natural one on the reflex, so I mean, what's the odds it's gonna happen? Twice?
You're a ranger. You got good reflexes. You're a dex ranger.
Yeah, I
Fantastic
know.
reflex. You can do it.
I'd like to think about it. Can I get a second
You got a hero
opinion?
point. You got a hero point.
It's just
No, I
1
don't.
in 20.
Oh, you know you already used
No, I
it.
don't. Yeah, I did.
I'm
because I
cool.
used it on the crit.
I don't even remember that.
Undril
Yeah,
can
he's
pop a
like-
3-action heal. He's good. You're
That's
good.
That's the. She's gonna do that next turn, but
Yeah.
she wanted to get a little closer. So now you're in 30. Yeah. As long as
Yep.
nobody moves closer, stay where you are.
I do not need to.
Good. I love you, Bob, but I can't.
Do what you gotta do, man.
I have to move because I'm good. All right, I will move. That was. Are we on Pathfinder movement? Or farther than.
Yeah, I changed it.
All right, whatever. I don't
Oh,
care.
excuse me.
Yeah, I will move here, and I will. He's now. Does he have more cover to me now that he's? in the center?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because
Whatever.
you moved. You literally moved the position of the statue between you and him even more.
Whatever.
I mean, if you're going to be out of Bob's range, why not just come back to where you were originally talking about?
Yeah.
You
I know we
No,
went through this whole rigmarole.
You're kind of cool.
Right.
Kind of cool sometimes. And you know what? This time, you're pretty fucking cool.
Pretty
I'll do that.
pog.
I didn't say that. That was the DM?
Yep.
That was the DM.
Poggers. Poggy Woggy.
Poggers.
All right.
God.
I hit
Hog
this-
champ.
Okay, good. Click clack, hunter's aim. Boom.
All right.
25.
All right. A
26.
26.
26.
That does hit.
Okay, so because this is hitting
Is it
him
bolt?
with the blind pepper bolt that I mentioned last time.
Hmm.
Apparently it doesn't deal damage. I didn't know that. Oops. The creature has to make a fortitude save.
What kind of effect is this?
Make a fortitude save, and I guarantee if he succeeds, it won't matter.
Is it
It's
a-
not too hard.
Is it a
It's a low
poison
DC.
effect?
No.
No.
It is it's a blinding. It's like pepper. It's like getting hit with a
Yep.
pepper ball.
It's trying to blind him.
Would you
All right.
consider that poison?
I mean, does it have the
It
poison
doesn't have the
trait?
poison trait.
No.
No.
No, it's just
Okay.
consumable and magical.
Okay. He got a 20.
A nat 20?
No, 20 total.
That's barely a success.
Yeah, so on a simple success, he is dazzled until the end of my next turn.
Ooh,
It can end the effect early if it uses an action. So it now is blinded until my next turn and still has to use an action to itself.
it's also still immobilized.
Yes, that's what I mean. It has to use an action for itself. So yeah, I'm just debuffing the fuck out of it. That is my turn.
Alrighty. It goes to its turn. Go ahead and roll that persistent damage.
That usually happens at the end of the turn, if that matters.
Ah, okay then.
I'll roll it at the end.
Alright, so this thing is immobilized, blinded, dazzled.
Well, only dazzled, not blinded.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
dazzled.
So
He's
every
just having a
creature-
bad day.
So with dazzled, all creatures and objects are concealed. So it has to make a DC flat 5 check to see, attack, or cast
The
a
target.
spell on it.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get that flat check going. Ooh, you will attempt again. Alright.
Did he fail the? Did he fail the first one?
He failed the first one.
Okay, so his first action, whatever it was wasted.
Yep. So his
Good.
first action, he can't sustain his spell. So this goes away.
Oh, you wouldn't have to roll to sustain a spell.
Oh no.
It's only when you're targeting something.
Okay.
Sustaining a spell is just providing the magic and mental energy to keep it going.
All right. So first action, sustain. So
But
another.
I would take that to assume that his first thing that targets somebody instead fails.
Yes. So,
Thank God.
Nadi, you move just in time as another bolt of lightning strikes this area that you all left, and then you see this him once again begin to sort of charge up electrical energies, and he goes to whirl it out, and it kind of, what's the word? Drifts wide, and he just kind of shoots it to the ground over here somewhere. This
Nice.
guy will continue his turn and just keeps, Emperor Palpatining this freaking statue.
Unlimited power. Do it.
Dolgren.
Do it.
All right, Dolgren, surrounded, beset on all sides, is fixated on bringing the statue down. And so his all these zombies are 3 times his height, I imagine, because he's
Yeah,
a little dude. He's stout. He's hefty,
these are
but
like,
he's 2 feet and 4 inches tall.
yeah, I will say for somewhat logical reasons that the statue will be getting cover from the zombies.
Cover, yeah, perfectly understandable. But nevertheless, he casts Facebreaker over the crowd, finds a break in it, swings it. Just this chain on the cinder block on a chain, swing over heads. 26
And
to
hits.
hit. That is 27 bludgeoning. Sorry, 28 bludgeoning and 4 acid.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you for a third time smack into this machine. It is becoming heavily damaged at this point, but it still seems operational.
Damn it. Organ crush.
By Clan Stone Smasher, you will fall! And he swings again.
Unfortunately, that will be a miss.
Nope. I want to bring this thing down. I'm going to spend my hero point.
Alrighty.
21 to hit.
That is on the nose.
But gets it?
Yeah.
Alright, 14 bludgeoning and 4 acid.
Alright. You are just pounding into the machine. Just crimping and crunching and knocking parts off of it. But it still is functional.
Damn.
Alright. For his final action... Oh yeah, I don't want to go deeper. Alright, one more just wild swing trying to bring this thing down.
Alrighty.
That is a 20 total with Bob.
With a 20 total, you smack this thing, but it is mostly a superficial hit as your weapon kind of just knocks off some exterior pieces.
God, I wish I could have kept the damage for... Actually, could I have kept the damage for the first roll since I was only re-rolling the d20 when I spent the hero point?
Sure.
That would have been in that case, instead of the 14 bludgeoning, it would have been 24 bludgeoning.
An extra.
Extra 10.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you are just pounding into whatever this damnable contraption is. And then it goes to Calisul.
Hair Stone Smasher, would you want to be the one to bring that down, or can we hurry this up?
I feel it's important to bring it down. I feel like it matters to this encounter.
Alright, I'm going to reload. Let's see, I'm assuming I can hit this effectively. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to attempt a Megaton Strike.
Alrighty.
So I've got let's see. 24, 26.
That will
26.
hit.
Okay, so I add another weapon die.
You had 2 more weapon dice total.
Whoa, okay. I feel like that's...
I think some of your math is a little weird.
I don't know
The
what's going on
critical-
with that crit, but...
The critical damage is correct because you
Oh,
said
shit.
you have the fatal trait as mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So it is an extra 1 damage on the die, and then the mega... Hold on, there's a lot of math going on here. So it'll deal another damage die on top of that for Megaton Strike. So an extra 2 damage. And then because I'm in overdrive, it'll deal extra damage equal to half my intelligence mod, I think. Let me go ahead and look at that really quickly.
That's correct.
Okay. Yep.
And then you'll also get +1 from Bob.
I'll also get an extra +1 because I have expert overdrive.
Alright.
So
So
it'll
add
be all that +4. So it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 damage in total.
Alrighty.
And if it has resistance to piercing, it also will do bludgeoning, whichever one the resistance is lower.
Alrighty. You cock back your little contraption. It does almost like that Men in Black thing where your little pistol just grows like 4 extra barrels and just boom turns into like a cannon, blasting a hole through this machine. But it is still, for the most part, operational.
Well, that is my entire load. Good luck. And that's my turn.
Next up, these boys.
No.
Alright. They don't have to use their free action because they're already formed up. So instead, they will just begin to move.
This one is part of red team. Don't move him.
Zach,
Yes.
this one, he moved past me. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity against it.
Alrighty.
It's a
27.
28. It's a 28.
28.
28 is a hit, And a crit.
All right.
Your positive damage will also get doubled.
All right. So, what? That's
22 slashing. And
Yeah,
8,
22 slash 8 positive. Or no, Bob gives us +1 to damage
yes.
too, right?
Yeah, so 24 slashing.
Yep, 24 slashing plus 8 positive.
Also, if this thing is not immune to critical effects, you know what? This is actually interesting. So your chosen weapon as a fighter is the axe, correctly?
Correct.
I don't know why I say correctly. So the axe. So at 5th level, you gained access to your critical specialization effects with axes, which says on a crit, choose one creature adjacent to the initial target and within reach. If its AC is lower than your attack roll result for the critical hit, you deal damage to that creature equal to the result of the weapon damage die you rolled.
Okay. So then, if that's the case, then I'll also have this one take that damage as well. So it's this one and this one.
Yeah, your axe is essentially just like you're just cleaving through enemies.
Alrighty.
I'd like
Now
to
do you
point
check the
something out
Discord real
before.
quick?
At one moment. Point something out on your orc neck splitter. You are trained in it. You're not expert, and if you're master in it now because of you being a fighter, you're missing out on a +4.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So that should be a 31 to hit.
Oh, did I not change that?
It does
No.
not look like you changed it on your
I-
weapon. No,
Womp,
Okay.
womp,
So
womp.
what? You said I was master?
you
Yes,
should be if
chose
you're a fighter.
axe, and
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
axe.
Okay. I thought I did that last time, or when we leveled up, but I was mistaken.
All right. As the horde goes to move past you, you swing out with an orcish rage and just cleave multiple zombies in half at the same time.
All right. And then I got to see if something. If this is okay, I cannot do that because I used my reaction. Okay.
And then for their second action, I need Kelisul and Zig. Oh wait, nope, that's the different group. I need Zig then to make a reflex save.
Thank you.
You stop him from getting to Bob. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Blue, come on.
All right. All right. These zombies all begin to bite and claw and try to, do horrible things to you. But you manage to shove and bat them away, and you take no damage.
Right on.
This horde, however, they will kind of just stay still and focus the 2 targets they have. And so I'll need Kelisul and
Well,
Bilgrin.
Isn't it also Zig, unfortunately?
Oh yeah, Zig
Because of
as
this
well.
guy.
So all 3 of you.
And this horde takes 1 fire damage from the persistent.
Oh, that is
Yep.
correct.
And then I don't know if you made the flat checks for both of your burning people.
Oh, I did not. Big
But
boy,
reflex save! Ooh, 25.
little boy.
Reflex save. 22.
All right. The fire goes out on the big guy,
Dang.
but not the little horde. They still are on fire.
Did you put his fire damage that I rolled in there?
Oh nope, you did not.
I rolled 3.
It's right before the
Let's go.
reflex saves.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 more fire damage.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yep,
And
and then
then-
it went out on him.
All right, and so this red team. Wow, that's not really much of a damage difference. All right, all 3 of you end up taking 20 points of bludgeoning damage
Jesus.
as they all begin to scrape, bite, claw. And then we go to
How much
Zig.
did you say?
20. 2-0.
But did
All
I
right.
succeed, so I only take 10? Was a 25 a success?
Oh, yes, then you would only take 10.
Okay.
Did Callie Sewell save that as well? Because he had a 22.
He did not.
Okay.
Sorry, 22.
All right.
Zig.
Zig is going to swing on this one.
Alrighty.
Go Beyblade. Bruh, there
fuck.
it
Oh my
is.
God. So that's a
Another
37.
double crit. Wow.
16.
The D4. All right, so so it's 32 plus 32 slashing plus 2 positive.
All right.
God, motherfucking damn.
So a good chunk of these guys are dead now.
Yeah. Boop. 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 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just cleaving your way through them.
Yep. Boom. Just bring the axe back, knocking them down like bowling
Alright.
pins.
And then I'm going to do a reaction for a victorious vigor. I'm going to gain temporary hit points equal to my con modifier, which is 3.
Alright.
Nice.
Hey.
I believe that was your first action.
It was. I will swing again into the horde. Is a 14 hit.
It does not.
Mm.
Okay. I will
Wait.
try it again. What?
Oh, never mind. I was just gonna say you have the sweep trait, so if you had targeted this guy, it would have actually been a 15, but I think that's still a miss.
Okay. I'll try it for a third swing. Does 19.
That does hit.
Okay.
Forceful as well.
Yes. So. Okay, so that adds. So that's. That adds
Zach,
6
this
damage.
guy's part of this
Oh, yeah.
crew.
Thank you for reminding me, because I keep forgetting. All right. Zig, you just go full-on Beyblade Warrior as you are
God.
spinning, turning into a meat grinder, chopping these dudes.
Zig killed this horde on his own.
Good.
That's
He's the undead
crazy.
guy.
I am so proud of that.
And then we go to Undril.
Well, it's not going to do as much as I wanted before, but she will still 3 action heal everybody.
Yay. What level?
So it's auto at 2. Or cleric shit.
All right. The
So, everybody
Zombos have to make a save.
Yeah, so DC 21 for the save. And if they fail this, they
Mhm.
take this much damage plus 4 because of
Ooh.
Plus 4.
status now. Yes.
Nice heal.
Did we give Undril the staff?
I don't.
I think
She
she's
has
the
it.
only one that could use it. Because it's got heal on it, which is not on Bob's list.
Damn it, Bob. Put it on your list.
We're only
Well-
healing 11.
Well,
You will heal.
could I technically use it because I do have access to the heal spell, or I did have access to it through my special trait. Well, it's the part of the Soul Warden that I had the option to take heal as the spell instead of disrupting weapons.
But did you take heal?
I did not.
Do you have the cast a weapon action? Not cast a weapon. Cast a spell action available to you?
Yes.
I think you should
So-
be able to.
I don't think he would get it because he doesn't have access to the spell list. He just has a innate spell.
Okay.
All right, but Undril,
I can dig into it.
clutching her divine amulet, holds it up as an aura of light and fire just emanates outward, cooking some of the
Ye-
zombies and healing the allies.
So
And-
Bob,
and it's
Zig,
11?
Olgren, 11 HP.
Okay.
The zombies take 50 damage, but I already see.
Bop.
Yep. What the fuck do I even do here? Everybody around me is dead.
I mean, you're in a good position. You can inspire courage
Yeah.
and then throw out a 2-action spell.
Magic missile.
I sure could. See, what spells do I have
Still gotta deal with the big
here?
boy, so put more damage on
Yes, also that. What is the range on this? 30 feet, not great. You know what? Yeah, let's do a 2-action magic missile.
Who are you doing it to?
Magic missile has stupid range,
Mm-hmm.
so
All right.
throw there.
Send it.
So it's so it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yes. A +1 for each d4. All right.
He's taken 85 damage so far. Or sorry, 88.
Dude, it's taking a lot of damage. I hate that they have so much health.
You send out
Well, we're over
two
halfway
mighty bolts, just bop bop, punching this dude in the face.
Actually, I think he might deal 1 more damage.
Inspire courage.
Yeah. Because it's just a +1 to damage rolls.
Alrighty.
So it wouldn't count for like persistent damage, but would.
Bingo.
A naughty. A naughty?
And Natty.
89 damage, so he's got 61 hit points remaining. No.
Okay.
No,
Don't
that's way
you
off.
keep-
Jesus.
Don't you count cards over here?
That's exactly what we have to do against these fuckers.
They'll fall when they
Alright.
fall.
Yeah, well, I want them to fall early.
And kill them harder.
Early and
That's what I'm
often
trying.
is preferable.
It's impossible with these fuckers.
No, it's not. They have hit points.
I am going to have to. I'm gonna keep moving.
Could you move closer?
Want me to move closer?
Well, that way Bob could get off his shadow projectile.
I would have to drop down. So
Movement to just fall.
I could just drop. I do. Forgot about that. I would do that.
I mean, I'd sell for a clear shot, though. Well,
here's
maybe
the
I don't
thing.
think you're gonna
I
get
have
one
a-
actually.
I have a repeating crossbow, and I no longer have any bolts that are in this fight, so I have to do a because this thing's a beast.
Should have got running reload.
That wouldn't help.
You can use one of the actions for it.
Well, actually,
Could have asked.
but I will. That's fine. I like my build. I will. Hopefully, am I still within tree cover here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to use one action to hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
So, please roll.
You feel
All right. So, assuming this motherfucker doesn't know, I'm gonna spend 2 actions putting into the action economy. Yeah, I don't have to use all 3 right away. I just have to put them in.
all right. So,
Yeah, it's a cumulative reload. So,
and then we go to these boys. All right. He will not use an action to maintain his spell. Instead, you actually see him. It seems like he orbs electricity from this other zombie. And then you see him just begin to cackle or crackle with electricity all over himself. And so for his first action, flat check, gets a failure. As he conjures another lightning bolt. missing
He actually
one.
was dazzled.
Oh, is he not
anymore.
dazzled?
yes, he's no longer down.
Only for a round.
Ah. So in that case, he makes a regular attack roll. All right. And so, okay, someone hidden. He has 1, 2, 3, 4.
So between the zombie and this thing, standard cover at least?
We'll see. Roll. For whatever reason, so
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Of the flex.
like poking him in the eyes with your magic missile, and so you will end up
Shiny pecs.
taking. I already rolled. Oh, that was supposed to be another. All right. That plus that. All right. Thing arcs out to you, and you end up taking 14 points of electricity damage.
Stop.
Hmm.
He will arc out at someone else.
Someone.
How far is she? All right.
What do you mean someone?
Oh,
He will. Never mind.
25 feet.
He will hurl another bolt out towards Undrel. It kind of comes short. And then for his third and final action, 1, 2, 3, he will throw one at 6. Also coming up short. He's just not having a good day. Dolgrin.
Good.
Alright, Dolgren is kind of annoyed that this thing hasn't fallen yet. But he feels like it is important that it does, because he doesn't like that this guy is so focused on like chanting to it. And so he's just ascended into roaring at this point as he swings Facebreaker overhead over the zombies.
That will be a miss, even with the +1.
What garbage. Nope. And
Unfortunately,
okay, good turn, Dolgren. Good show.
Unfortunate, as attempts to keep swinging at the machine, but it's like the zombies are joking you from being able to do so.
Get out of these zombies here shortly.
And then we go to Capsule.
yep. So, I was a little misinformed on how the unstable trait works, so I do actually need to make a flat d20 check after every usage of it, not
Okay.
after like a certain period. So I have to make a flat check of 17. So I can't use unstable anymore. But it's not a critical failure, so I can still at least use the weapon.
What unstable trait did you use?
Megaton Strike, I believe. So,
I think that's not intrinsically unstable. I think
It's
you
a
used to make it
weapon.
unstable.
it is if it's a weapon strike, is the issue, I believe. I'll look
so
at it
you-
again.
Alright,
But-
so what it says, you make a strike dealing an extra die of weapon damage. You make the strike with your weapon if you're using the weapon innovation. Unstable function. You put even more force into the strike, though you risk stress factor to your innovation. Add the unstable trait to Megaton Strike, and it deals another damage die. Done the unstable function, 4 weapon damage dice.
I need to roll another damage dice then to.
Or we could just
If
say
you wanted,
it didn't
if you
go
had wanted to
unstable.
make it, Yeah.
Sure, yeah, okay.
or you can make an unstable strike this turn.
Yep, but I do have to use one action to reload. Even though it's a slide pistol with a capacity of 5. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, you're not reloading, you're clicking.
Oh,
per-
it's essentially reloading. And then we will just try to make another unstable strike, or not unstable strike, a Megaton Strike against the statue.
Alrighty.
Bop. 20 does not hit.
21.
Oh,
With-
it's
does.
actually it's a 22.
22.
22 does
With
hit.
Bob inspiring you, that is a hit.
Yep. So it's 2 plus 2 extra damage dice because right now.
Let's roll another 2d6.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. And plus 1 from Bob.
1 from Bob, and then another plus 2 because I'm in overdrive.
Plus 3 because of overdrive.
And so it's a new
A lot
total.
of math.
Because it's. What's your intelligence?
It is my intelligence is 19. So I have a modifier.
Yeah, so
for-
you would get the +2, but then you've got the expert overdrive. So that gives you another
correct.
+1.
Yep.
So
So
+4 from overdrive, +1 from Bob.
10. Oh, it's so much. 17.
17 damage total. As you blast another hole, more mist begins to kind of spray out in all directions. Look like it's charging like electricity surging it.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
These boys, they will
2 bullets
do
left.
something. They will, for a first action, stride
Ah.
to get you in their striking range, and then do Dolgren's a read.
Okay.
25.
55.
Good.
28.
2 good. Alright, that's the page. Alright.
Why did mine say
Because you might have clicked the little, like, sort of talkie button up top of your
Alright.
character sheet,
The
right below the
zombies
proficiency.
Okay, I see.
the zombies begin to maul you, but you manage to fight off a good portion of their attacks, taking only 8 damage each to both of you.
Thank goodness.
Zig!
Oh, okay.
Exodia obliterate.
Let's see how. All right. The wrong. Okay. It's gonna go,
Alrighty.
and he is going to take a swing at this one.
Alrighty.
Oh, what is my? Why is it doing that?
A 2.
That's
a
a
hit.
33 with Bob.
33. That is a hit, and that is a crit.
Funk? Yeah. All right. Ooh. All right. So that would be 32 plus 32 slashing plus 8 positive.
And you get the crit effect on
Yes. So
Okay.
that. Yep. And then would that also hit this
If you want.
statue?
oh, you instead of the zombie.
I'll do.
Alrighty. Does it everything just go over same numbers?
Yeah.
It's just like it would just be like the 15. It wouldn't be the doubled.
Okay.
Alright. Well, with the 15, that is
You do have
just enough as
Or
you
16.
whack through this zombie into this whatever pillar thing this is, smacking it. At this point, it seems like it cannot sustain any more damage and stable, and it just there's a mild explosion as electrical discharge pops off. As these, well, he was the only one feeding into it, so he has some backlash. Alright, but he was already unhurt. So, I mean, you have one. No, yeah, move, attack. You have one more action as you ran
Alright,
up,
I'm gonna
smack this dude, and then.
Swing into the same guy again.
Alrighty.
There's a 17 hit.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Okay.
Goes to Undril.
She will yet again use a 3-action heal. Technically, some of these zombies are still in range. So, I'm going to heal. Yes, it does have the healer gets a +1 this time. So everybody will heal 9.
And I'm out of range for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Dolgren, Callie, Bob, and Nutty. But wherever. it is.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
So
No worries.
Zombos. Oh wow. They had to roll a natural 20 on their save.
They take no damage.
Wow. the rest of the party. That's
Yeah, no, that was great.
Actually,
that is her turn because it's 3 actions.
I forgot. Once you smash thing, this dude gets some electrical feedback. Just kind of like a charge of lightning just bounces back into him since he was feeding the machine. And as the mist begins
like 5 times.
As the mist begins to stop pouring out from this thing, these guys, they all seem to have some kind of reaction as they all begin to just begin to slow and then eventually topple over.
I fucking knew it. Cool.
Huh.
Fucking figured that thing was charging these
and-
bitches.
Bob, you go.
Fascinating. Oh.
Uh,
Huh. Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
uh,
Minecraft in here.
Move over here. I'm gonna keep Song of Inspire Courage going. Not Song of
Alrighty.
Strength. And I'm too far away for anything. So,
Alrighty.
Yep.
Naughty.
Or you can, want to get closer so you're not far away.
Well, I'm more useful here. Because you two are ranged. So,
Yeah. 1 action, reload, the final reload, 1 action, hunt prey, 1 action, normal shot from crossbow, not hunter's aim.
Shooting
That
at the same
fucker
one.
next to Zig. Yep. This is +1 to hit because of Bob.
Oof.
oof.
Do we want a card?
Yes.
I don't have a.
I do. You just use my hero point.
Oh,
Oh, Bob's giving up
May
his
I
hero
do DM?
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I already said
Yeah.
you guys could do that.
okay, boom. Oh, well,
All right.
21?
All right.
With the +1, that is just enough to hit.
Awesome. Really?
8 damage. Unless Bob, you want to duplicate that?
Yeah, yeah, I'll shadow projectile. So he needs to make a will save.
A will
There's all
save.
that stuff.
Your DCs.
Fuck,
They are
I don't
pretty-
know why.
That's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right.
Like my class DC.
My- Because ability is at NA.
So what is
It should be
There it
charisma.
is. Yeah, there we go.
So
Let's-
what's your
Let's
reason?
try that one again.
Should be like DC 21. Huh.
All right.
Maybe it's
Is that
on
it?
that one.
What the hell?
Might be. Yeah, it might be on that one ability. It's saying it wrong. So you might have to change it.
So you have a DC 21.
If
Actually,
it's not adding his ability score, that's what it should be doing, yeah.
okay. Well, in that case, this dude fails his save, and
Oh, yeah.
with that, that is just enough damage to drop him. As you send a bolt.
Oh,
Alright.
Bob didn't even get to roll for damage.
Oh, I thought you said it just doubles the naughty's damage.
No,
No,
it
it's only increased by
deals
1d8.
3d8 mental.
Oh.
There, I messed it up. There it goes.
Okay, well then roll the 3d8.
Right.
3d8. Just to kick him while he's down.
Yep. Okay. Just to reconfirm, yeah. As you
Alright.
guys blast this dude right in the head, and he falls backwards, going limp, and now appears to be some kind of perverse tree as the roots just kind of still hold him aloft.
Oh, that's weird.
And I believe with that, we go to the next guy's turn, which is the last shock zombie.
Is it shocked?
He is very shocked, and soon he's just gonna push his friend out of the way. You will be too, as he walks up and takes his electrically charged fists and tries to pummel you with them.
He's not casting a spell, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a sucky hit. man. This dude walks up with like these taser fists and goes to just try to pummel you 2 times, but you manage to block and deflect them. So, Dolgren.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
Is this like difficult terrain or anything?
You can't pass through it, if that's what you're asking.
Alright, but is it toppled enough that I could potentially leap over it? Because I am a bouncy boy.
We'll say sure.
Okay. So while I'm raging, I decrease the DC of high jumps and long jumps by 10.
Alright.
I also have quick jump, so I can jump as a single action. So Dolgren's legs sort of like squats down as he's, and he gives out a cry. He gives out a congratulatory cry. Aha! Yes! As Zig strikes down the this tower that he was wailing on, and then he is going to fire forward. Yep. He lands there with ease.
As he just does a super squat. Hulk jumps behind
Yep.
this zombie.
And as he does, he is coming down with his face breaker, and he is using knockdown.
Ooh. Alright.
So strike 29 against its flat-footed AC.
That is a hit. Oh, you said flat-footed.
Yes, because we're flanking.
Minus... Unfortunately, that won't be a crit, but that does
God damn
hit.
it. Alright, 27 total damage. 4 of that is acid, 3 of it is positive.
Alright. And I'm assuming it's knocked prone?
Well, I have to make a trip attempt.
Okay.
But I get to make this at my same multiple attack penalty as the attack I just made.
Alright.
Uno momento.
Mhm.
Bob, you did Inspire Courage, right? So isn't that a 29, not a 28?
Yeah, I said a 29.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, I misheard you then. In that case,
Oh.
it is a hit. A critical hit.
Oh, well, in that case, it is 54 points of damage.
Ooh, buddy.
Wow.
And 1 second, because I also get my critical specialization while I'm raging.
Alright.
Oh, so you know what? Because it's a crit, I don't even have to roll to trip. Because my weapon's critical specialization is it just knocks the target prone.
Okay.
Just throw the
So,
ghost
like-
charge while you're at it.
Yeah, so like Dolgren, like going, he is like just spinning this thing out. You know what? I know like those throws you see in track and field where they throw like the flails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's just whirling through, just slams it to the ground as he lands.
Just goes
Nice.
full helicopter mode and just boom, slams
Yep.
you to the ground.
He shot puts himself over the fallen pillar. And
Alrighty. If I believe that's all of your actions, so that will go
it is because I did use knockdown on
Dead
that.
from
So
that?
it's,
Calisul.
Jesus, I can't believe he's not dead.
Oh, nope, he's not dead.
we haven't
This
hurt
one
this guy
wasn't
at all.
hurt yet.
Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to be taking damage from the feedback from the machine.
You don't know.
That's what you just said that. I thought.
Yeah, he
Whatever.
did take it back. You don't know that.
Gave him.
Maybe. Well, slide in the next round, reload it, and I can still see him.
Yeah, you can.
Six
You'll just
on
have
blocking.
partial cover.
Was
Yep.
that lesser or standard?
Lesser.
I
So
Okay. I will use another Megaton Strike, but this time I'll make it unstable.
Alrighty.
spicy.
Yep.
That's a spicy.
26 to hit.
A 26
Against
does
his flat-footed AC.
Yep. So it's 3 extra d6, so 1.
Nice.
Plus an additional 3.
+1 from Bob.
Plus
Is any
one
of
from Bob.
that? Is any of that electricity damage?
0 damage.
Okay, so what's the total damage?
The total damage is 1,
I think it's
18.
18.
6, 10.
Looks like 18.
Yeah, 18.
Alrighty. This dude just gets walloped to the ground, and while he's down, he just boom takes a bullet right to the face.
I swear, if I ever crit someone, they are going down in one hit. This is fucking insane.
They're just gonna explode.
I mean, that's why gunslingers are still like a good class, even though they're sort of limited to guns.
Yeah.
Because like fighters, they have a higher proficiency than everybody else.
Okay. And my gun kind of like sparks and dies out in my hand. I'm like, fuck, shit, fuck, scheisse. And that's my turn.
Those guys are dead.
Nice.
Zig.
Zig is going to swing down on it.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Dahlgren sort of like does a little bow for you as he sort of gestures to the
That'd
down
be
guy.
a 27.
A 27 is a hit.
All right, so it'd be for 15 slashing and 1 positive. And then he will swing again for a
Alright.
28.
That
Wait.
will hit. Not quite crit, though.
All right, so
Don't
that'd
forget
be
your forceful damage too.
Yep. So that will be 18 plus 2, so 20. So 20 slashing, 1 positive. And then for the third go around,
Wow.
24.
Fucking
hit.
fighters, man.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's plus. So for the forceful,
So this
so
would
that
be plus
4.
4. Yep.
Okay, so that's 22, 23, plus, there's a d4. So 24 slashing, 2 positive.
And how do you kill it?
I want to cut it in half.
Okay. So as this thing is pinned to the ground by Dahlgren's massive concrete rock, you just use that almost
It's not
like
concrete. It is metal.
a metal rock, and you just use that as sort of like a guiding tool as you slam your axe into it repeatedly, just hitting the same spot, cleaving this zombie in half. And with that, combat is over.
Zig will just throw up his arms and grab Dahlgren by like the not gross parts and just lift him up and do like a little victory jump.
Not gross.
Dahlgren is very excited to be jumping with you. You do notice, though, he is surprisingly heavy for his size. He's like 40 pounds.
Did you eat some rocks before we fought? Like,
He flexes his muscles.
fuck yeah, high five.
All right.
Now he's just tinkering with his gun. He's like, come on, fucking like beating against it with the side of his hand.
Hey,
All
don't
right.
worry about it, bruv. At least you didn't get hit with fucking lightning.
I did get hit by lightning.
Yeah, did you get crit by it?
You ended this battle with less wounds than I did.
Yeah, well, did you take your healing from before?
A marvelous fight, friends!
Alright. Eh, no, fucking amazing. Zig, fuck yeah, bud.
Yeah, that was a very good fight.
Yeah.
You are an absolute menace upon the battlefield.
You too, my friend.
Oh, no, I wailed mostly ineffectively upon that pillar, but
Nah, hey, it you got it down enough to where I could finish it. So I mean, it's all good.
Oh, there's a lot of
Nice
zombies.
All right. You guys stand amidst the gore of the battlefield, the carnage that you brought. And there's a lot of dead bodies.
I want to
That's my
see.
gun.
I want to see if the two special zombies had anything. I'll be a little more sentient than just normal undead.
They kinda have
do the
stuff
same.
on them as you look them over. It's not the best
Ugh.
picture, but Yeah, they seem to be obviously dead bodies of some kind, and they are strapped. Almost built into them are these machine-like contraptions that like hook into their back and wires and tubing going through their arms and legs, seemingly being how they had electrical powers per se.
Okay. I'll call over Calisul and be like, "Hey, these zombies have like a lot of like metal bits and wires and stuff in them. Is any of that useful to you?"
I have to put my weapon down. Oh, one moment. I would run over. I guess I'll take a look at these.
For
24.
rooting through them, you know it is some very weird technology. You're not too familiar with it. It's similar from what you do, where it just seems to sort to. I do think that you could probably scrounge some parts from these dudes to maybe make something.
It would be useful to tinker with, yeah. If you would help me scavenge some of this, I would appreciate it.
All right, I'll just start like ripping stuff out and putting, like throwing all the gunk off, wiping it down with like some torn clothes or something. Put it in the bag.
Machinery out of the dead body.
This metal might be useful for like working out. Yeah.
It is. It's not impossible to make a modification to an item that we possess using this. It seems to conduct electricity well. Perhaps it could be used to run a current through your weapon and perhaps be more lethal.
Since fucking ripping zombies apart, I'll go to the statue instead.
All right.
See if there's anything useful left.
Not that you can initially see. Well, I guess it kind of depends on what you mean by useful. But looking at it, it's now mostly a piece of wreckage now, thanks to mostly Dolgren. But yeah, what are you trying to, I guess, discern from it?
Is there any useful like material on it? I suppose. He's not smart enough to discern this thing. He's smart, but not for contraptions. So I'm looking for like, is there copper, silver, gold on this thing? If not,
not any like silver or gold. No, like precious metals. It seems to be mostly made of like iron with some copper. A very weird looking thing. It does very closely resemble some kind of pillar with how it's structured, and then there's of course all kinds of wiring and piping that are like running out and back into it, weaving through it. The outside of it is also coated in some kind of red runes, possibly dried blood all over the machine.
Terrifying.
But if
Zach, what's the weather like today?
it's a pretty sunny day. But pretty sunny day. But
oh, thank goodness.
with large gaps in the machine, you can see that there's something in there that's mildly glowing.
Oh.
Faintly.
I will, with bayonet on the end of mine, try and poke it. See if it.
You poke it,
Hippity hoppity.
and you hear a tink sound, like someone's tapping.
I mean,
You reach in, grab whatever this thing is, and like you think you might have to undo it, break it out somehow.
Hey, Dolgren,
Indeed.
how would you feel about opening this thing up a little easier? There's something in here I want to take out.
I love it.
Excellent.
And
I'm
he
going to pull my hand
begins
back first.
spinning his face breaker.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to actually like roll for this, or I can
Nah.
just tell you that Dahlgren's going to wail on this thing
Yeah.
until it's big enough for a naughty to get what he wants.
You can just, since you guys are taking your time, you just wail on this thing. Boom, boom, boom. Prying it open, smashing parts, until there's a sizable gap. And whatever this container is, its securing apparatus is fully weakened enough that Anadi can take out what, at first glance, is very reminiscent of a potion vial. It's just a big glass container. However, it's way too big to be like a drinking potion. And then there's all these weird metal bits that are like on the pillar and on the zombies, like all over this glass container. And inside of it, it is sloshing with this sickly yellow liquid.
Thank God. Yeah. No, it's been making the fucking fog. Maybe. Little piss jar. Righty.
You've acquired the zombie piss jar.
Does anyone have any empty vials? Because we could always put some and take it to somebody later.
Right.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
I would like to search the surrounding like trees and stuff if there are people.
Roll a perception check.
Perception. Bah.
And
God,
is my shield still glowing?
Your shield, as soon as you killed this last zombie, your shield stopped glowing. And Kalisul, as you are surveying the area while they are making more of a mess of this pillar, you guys seem to be alone. You don't see any
after
animals, any zombies, any people.
After making a thorough check, I'd like to call out an abyssal for my mother.
Huh?
Mommy!
Just like, are you here? Are you watching? He's very confused. Because he cast a spell in panic. He wasn't able to cast spells before.
Is this something to do with your backstory? Because I'm drawing a blank.
It's just, I mean, my mom's a fiend, so perhaps.
Oh, okay.
I'm a tiefling.
Yeah, you call out in a language probably no one else understands. There's no response.
He's very confused. He's gonna try to cast shield again, this time with intent.
All right, and it goes off. You, seemingly unbeknownst to yourself, have attained magical powers from somewhere.
Okay.
And so, are you guys taking some of the yellowish liquid?
It's in the crystal, right?
Yeah, it's in
Crystal
the
vial
the
thing.
big jar.
Ooh.
Are you just taking the big jar?
I mean, might as well.
I mean, as long as it could fit in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Well, first off, is there a stopper for this big jar?
It seems like you're not sure how the liquid got in and out, because no matter what way you tip it, it doesn't seem to leak out from anywhere.
Oh. Sick. Okay.
I am returned.
Welcome back.
All right.
Thank
We're
you.
just testing out what this yellow jar does.
I've been listening.
Okay. Well, fuck.
Does this jar have a name?
I'm gonna call it Steve.
It does now.
Steve is a mighty fine name.
Yes.
All right.
Steve
I will
the
put it.
jar.
Hello, Steve the Jar!
Yes.
I will put it under the mist
Wait.
portion.
Before I haven't given it to you yet. Find
Okay.
out what this thing is, and I sit down in front of it. Who wants to join me? I'm gonna check if I can see what this thing is.
I mean, I'll try and help.
What sort of check might it be?
I'm hoping nature, personally.
So, I will accept craft or arcana.
Do a crafting.
Crafting,
very
crafting,
good.
crafting.
I'd actually like to. I'm gonna hero point this one
All right.
because I'm very curious.
Jesus Christ, you have good crafting.
All right.
Yeah, I've got very good crafting. My rolls are terrible.
How do I have the highest?
You're just on fire tonight, man.
I know.
All right. As you guys look it over, trade thoughts, go over what you've seen, how this thing may be interacted with the quote unquote pillar. You believe that this jar is some kind of contraption that requires pressurization. Once it's filled with a liquid, it needs to be sort of pressurized to pump the liquid back out in a gaseous form. But you are unsure of what the liquid inside is.
Well, whatever it did originally, went over to all the fucking corpses. We know that some reason this fucking statue was knees. Maybe that's what it does to dead things. Makes them go. That's just my observation.
Those zombies run off pee.
I don't know if it's.
I
I bring my nose down to it. Do I sniff it? Does it smell like pee?
It doesn't smell like pee. It
It's not
does,
pee.
however, smell like rotten flesh.
I don't
There's
think
no
this was
paper.
making the zombies. I think this was keeping the zombies going.
Well, I mean, how the fuck do you make a zombie?
Pick
Through
away.
magic.
Oh, I'm
Literally
I'm sorry, we
hundreds
just
of
all away
ways.
here now. Oh, do we all just know how to fucking make zombies now?
Not at all.
Exactly.
I mean, if you give me some string and a couple sticks, I mean, I can make one into a puppet.
Ugh, that's a puppet though. It's just a human. That's just a corpse puppet. You
It
gross.
also sounds like
I mean,
an idea for a
yes.
best-selling movie.
I'm afraid that does not count.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What if I was really good at ventriloquism?
It's still a puppet.
Then it
it's just
makes
your
you a
ventriloquist.
ventriloquist.
Yes.
But it does not make it a zombie.
It's just gross. Dude.
That just makes you a
Put Steve away.
weirdo.
I don't want him to hear this anymore.
I just got an idea for a character, a summoner, but they're a puppeteer, and their eidolon is their puppet.
That's pretty
It's
good.
just the Naruto dude.
Yeah, there's the construct eidolon.
Mm-hmm.
Very doable.
All right.
Let's
Are we putting this in the bag, or is somebody
Yeah.
going to be carrying this? All right.
I would
Back-
prefer it in the bag. I do not
Do you-
like the smell.
Is there like a specific name that you have for this, or is it just
You guys are calling it Steve.
all
if
right?
you want
Steve in
my,
brackets, yellow jar thing.
call it a Blight Engine bottle.
Steve the Blight Engine bottle. That's amazing.
Interesting.
All right. It is under the misc tab.
All right. And now you guys have spent a adequate amount of time in this area. What have action now?
It's
Yeah, we should keep
Maybe.
moving. Beat around this much. Death is not going to be good for us in the long run.
We've
Alrighty.
made too much noise.
Indeed, onward to greater glory.
on the map. Let's move that. Oh, that's fucking what we landed on.
Don't worry about that.
Too late.
I gotta zoom out
All right.
so the
Next
map
up
can...
is
There we
Darren. Calisul. Make an exploration check. 4.
Yahoo!
We can get there, bro.
Yep.
Put us
With
on the map.
4,
Yahoo!
that is enough.
Bonk. I can't see the hexagons, but I'm assuming it's enough.
New place, new place, new place, new place.
Yep. Boop, boop, boop. All right. As you guys through this area, you are still in somewhat of a decrepit zone. There's a lot of dead grass, a lot of dead bodies. Not so much foliage, though. It seems that this area has withered enough away that there's not very many trees and foliage left. However, you see a somewhat familiar sight that you haven't seen for quite some time. As you move across these plains of death, up ahead of you, floating a couple hundred feet in the air, is a massive pile of earth that looks eerily similar to a heart. And as you draw closer to it, this seems to be, or at least the approximate location that Beak marked on your map as like an area of interest, something interesting in the area. And as you get closer to it, you can see that below it is a puddle of red. And every so often there's a big drip of some red liquid that just comes down from the floating island.
Bogan's gonna sniff the air. Does it like smell like blood or something, or like what's it?
You sniff the
gonna-
air.
I can make a perception check if you'd like.
Yes. Actually, make a knowledge nature check.
Can I join in on that?
Yeah.
Do have it. Yep.
Here's my
Good job, Bogan. I'm proud of you.
21. Yeah, good job.
2021. All right. So, despite how
I got a 24 out of 20.
Yeah, 24, 21. All right.
Okay,
So
I thought you said 2021.
despite how eerie this whole thing looks, it's actually not blood. Despite the fact that it does look like it, this heart structure is dripping blood. It seems to actually be water that is tainted with iron rust.
Blood.
Oh yeah, or blood, whatever you want to call it. But as you guys
How high up in the air is it?
your best guesstimate is it's over 200 feet up in the air.
No, so like not an option to get up there.
But as you guys are sort of wandering about it, looking at it, examining the area, you guys hear a voice, somewhat distant, call out to you. Does anyone speak Elvish?
Yeah.
No.
Anyone
No,
who
I know
speaks
these
Elvish,
words.
you hear someone say, somewhat faintly, a feminine voice, "Hello, down there."
Hello. Head back in Elvish.
Do you look up?
Yeah.
You
Looking for the
see
voice.
a faint figure sort of leaning over the edge, looking down at you guys. You can't make out any discerning features, but she, this being, mind I ask what you are doing here?
One moment. What are we doing here?
We're exploring.
I don't
Can you
know.
speak common?
We are exploring.
I'm just along for the ride.
She says, "It has been a minute since I've had some company. Would some of you mind coming up?"
How
Yeah.
high up does it look like?
How do we get up?
She says, "I can bring you up, but only about 3 of you. There's not very much room up here."
She said it has been a long time since people have come around here, but she is offering 3 of us travel upwards to speak.
Ooh,
Well,
ooh, can I
no
go?
chance at surviving a fall.
Okay, there is 1. I am 2. Who is the 3rd?
I can survive a fall better.
Okay, the 3 of us.
But you're also
one first
more
person.
capable from a range.
Yeah, but I don't think I could shoot through the big rock unless I could see it.
Perhaps she would also appreciate the presence of Herr Bob, a very handsome man.
Sure.
Can you speak Chult or Common at all, by the way?
Is she able to come down here?
Do you?
don't-
I
If you
speak in
ask
both
her,
Chult and-
if you ask her, she says, "Yeah, I can speak in common."
Ah, there we go. Hey, who would you prefer to come up? These 2 want to go up for sure.
It does not matter which of your party you would like to send up.
Or if you want, you could come down here. We're pretty nice.
Is it possible to sense intention or whatever it is?
Perception, sense motive.
Sense motive.
It's hard to do that, seeing as
From
they haven't done anything.
That's fair.
They pretty much
also
just said
from this
hello.
distance.
Just asking. Okay, so me, Herr Stone Smasher, and Nadi, I suppose.
All right.
Well, all right.
So
Uh,
you see her disappear for a moment, and then before you, like a rift opens up, a swirling portal.
Shit.
let's step through it.
All right,
Yeah.
Calisul steps through it.
Dahlgren leaps through it.
Dahlgren.
Good
leaps
luck,
through.
guys.
And then you guys
God.
emerge 500 feet into the air, falling.
Yeah, falling
I stick my head through the portal before. I jump in.
infinitely.
Oh, Dahlgren doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
neither does Callie Stool. He's
So-
elated that someone's speaking Elvish.
You guys pop out of a similar portal right here on this like ledge area, and Kalisul, once you pop out, you're like, oh, you're right, there isn't a lot of room up here, as you barely fit. And then Dahlgren bursts through the portal, about knocking you off the side of the cliff.
He's only 2'4".
And
But
then
he's way too
You are very strong, and I am
But
a
he-
paperweight.
but he's a heavy 2-4. And then Nadi cautiously sticks his head through. But
Just make sure you went
before you is a cave into the interior of this structure, and you can see this feminine woman beckon you forward into the dark. She looks like this.
Damn.
That's a trap I go into.
Well, and now he's found the place where you stay. Good luck.
Ah, a knife here.
What?
She,
Hello.
she says, "We, elf, please, kind
Yeah,
sir."
do you want her to call you Noe?
It would be accurate.
Oh boy.
But please,
He's just
step
please forgive our
inside.
friend. He's brutally honest.
He calls it like he sees it, I believe is the term.
Maybe you, little one, can you lower your voice a little bit? There is a
No, but I can stop talking.
there is a swarm of bats that live in the dead tree of this stone, and I would much rather
shit.
not upset them.
He gives a
It's-
thumbs up.
Kali Sul will remove his mask. He will present himself. Greetings, hello, I am Kali Surfin. This is Nadi, and that one is Dahlgren of Clan Stone Smasher. What he says is true, he cannot lower his voice, but he can stop talking. It is a gift and a curse.
Dahlgren gives another thumbs up.
As you guys enter into this area, it's very dark, very cold, very damp. It seems like whatever this structure is, some kind of, obviously, earth, it seems to hold moisture pretty well, but not well enough that it like crumbles apart. As there's a faint mildewy smell, a damp smell in the air. Inside it is lit by a couple candles, and it seems to be a mostly sort of like living area. There's little bits of furniture, like a couple chairs, a desk, a small library. And as you introduce yourselves as you enter, she says, "Hello, my name is Valendra Shadowmantle, and it is quite a pleasure to meet you individuals. I have seen you wander about before. You seem to be
Oh.
quite capable of surviving out here in the jungle."
Oh, thank you, man.
That is kind words for those who are perhaps undeserving.
What?
She says, "I take it you must be quite capable adventurers. Heroes, even, to some people."
Dahlgren sort of like puffs up, perks up at hearing this. He's just been
Wait.
very excitedly looking around.
We're just trying to do our best, man, for Chult. Okay, there's some problems going on down below. I'm sure you might have seen it from up
Can you
And-
write her name for us, please?
here.
Yep.
Convenient.
Her name, hold out, Valandra Shadowmantle. She says, "Indeed,
Ah, I
there
was close.
is there is a blah blah blah. There is an issue going on with the world. I take it you lot are here trying to figure it out."
Somewhat.
Dahlgren shakes his head, then sort
Ah.
of gives a so-so of his hand.
Then we have a common ground. I myself have been brought to the land of Chult to find this. Oh, what was it called? The Soulmonger. Here.
Well, we are aware of it. I think everyone is, in fact.
It is definitely a checkpoint for our journeys.
Dolgren has only heard about it through you guys.
Anani would like to sweep the room in just to be alone.
Do you have a broom?
No, with his eyes, he'd like to sweep the room.
All right,
Oh, that's
roll
gonna
a
hurt.
perception check.
Yeah. Sure, she's up here alone on a
Do you have
thing.
dark vision, Anati?
New, but I
Hmm.
mean, man, it's
so
fucking
then-
dark anyways.
Yeah, you don't see very much of really anything inside the
Is
chamber.
there, the cave is dark, correct? It's not. There's no light.
It is dark. There is some light. There are little bits of candles. There's like 4 candles around the quote-unquote room. However, they don't shed very much light as a candle.
I take it.
But you can
Surely
see.
you're not alone.
You can see that there is a candle. There are 2 candles on like a desk area. There's one that's just kind of resting against the wall, and then there's one that's kind of resting against what looks like a bookshelf. But she says, no, I came here with associates. We are also looking for the Soulmonger. We came from a faraway land to try to put an end to this catastrophe that has seemingly stricken the entire world.
Is there any name of this affiliation? Emerald Enclave people, with
She
Emerald.
says, I am from the Guild of Waterdeep,
Oh, from Waterdeep. All right.
which
I
people who
am-
are any kind of worldly know it's a very major city
Anati.
that's actually not too far from Chult.
It's north of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it's normally
Also north of Chult.
it may actually be where a lot of you got on a ship to come, as
It is
Waterdeep is a very big
where
city.
I hail from.
Ah, splendid. I'm sure you have probably met several wizards.
Perhaps not myself. My father does a bit of dealing and wheeling with wizards, but he is more of a tinkerer like myself. Do you know Almond Finn?
I do not.
Shame.
You don't know Almond Find? Shame.
But she says, if we are both searching to put an end to this soulmonger, dare we say become allies, associates, friends?
I mean, not
Well,
really against it.
Where are your current associates?
Yeah.
My current associates are out and about exploring the wilds of Chult.
Now, can I
Wh-
sense motive?
Sure,
I'd like to as well.
sure.
It's a perception.
Roll high. Fuck. 27.
27.
You can tell she's
Dolgren
telling.
wholeheartedly
Also
believes her.
27.
You can
Why
tell
did I
she's
make
telling the
2?
truth,
Okay.
or at least she's a very convincing liar. Since you guys are seemingly skeptical of her, but she
Yeah.
Dolgren is it?
she says my associates are out and about, conducting trails, searching for possible leads and new locales. We found this quite interesting spot and have turned this into our home base, so to speak. It gives a very good view of the land.
Hey, it does.
Seems very secure, and it is very difficult to get up here.
Indeed it is.
Yes,
I am
it
their only access up and down.
Oh, so you're the one who can bring people up.
Yes.
It wasn't.
I created that
was-
rift that brought you up here.
Very
must be
impressive
very
magic.
powerful.
Ah, thank you. She curtsies.
Give
It's
us
just
a bow backwards.
Do what?
Why are you bowing?
Give a bow back towards her.
Oh, okay.
I was confident.
Ogren curtsies back.
Wait, yeah. So, I mean, I don't see why we can't be friends, but I can't exactly speak for all of us. Only half of us are here. If possible, I'd like. Now that we're in her room, that she said, is it big enough to fit more than 3 people, like she suggested?
It is big enough to fit more people. However, it's still not very large. Like, you could probably fit maybe 30 people total in this chamber.
Oh, so it's a big room.
No, a room that holds 30 people is not a big room. That's 30 people
Yeah, but-
standing together.
Okay. 6 by 5. It's big enough
Not
for me.
to butt.
Yeah. Big enough for a D&D combat as all here.
Yeah.
I mean, are you trying to ambush her now that she's all alone?
No, I'm just
No.
making sure that, you know, whoever she isn't gonna blow us up.
Ogren
Yeah,
shoves her
really
over the
friends.
side. Ooh, falls over himself.
She'd probably just tell
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't exactly speak for all my friends unless they were here.
Would you like to go back down and talk to them?
I mean, you could come down and meet them. They might have their own opinions about you as well. I mean, if you're able to just come up and down, please.
I am. However, I don't know you.
Yeah,
I don't feel
that's
like-
the thing.
I don't feel
Yeah.
like letting myself be surrounded by 6 very capable and strong individuals. Because I am all alone.
Ogren gives her a thumbs up.
And Naughty would blush at that if he hasn't had other people compliment him for just to get under his skin.
You blush with all that spider.
Yeah. Oh, I know what to do. I'm gonna walk outside. Hey!
Just shout
Jake!
down.
Whoa!
Shout down.
What? What do you want?
I can help. I can help with this.
Dolgren. That this elf lady wants to be our friend, but she doesn't want us to gank her
How
because,
about
you know, all that.
you could all go down. I could stay up here as sign of good faith. You can discuss, come back.
Why do you want to stay with her?
How high up is this?
To
How
your
often
best
is
estimate.
it-
200 feet, he said.
Yep, your
Okay.
best estimate's
Anadi,
200 feet.
how often is it that you get to speak to another spider?
Not often, but there
Yeah.
are a fucking ton of elves over, you know, in Port Nyanzaru that you missed, apparently.
I have spoken to many frogs.
Thank you, Dolgren. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to stay with you.
They do not talk
if,
back.
If you come back and I am dead, you could just kill her as well, I suppose.
Kelly Saul, this is very cool thing about the fact that we can't come back up here. If
You are a
we're down
spider.
there.
You could climb.
It's the rock we're on is 200 feet up above the trees.
He wants alone time with the sexy elf. Take the hint.
I figure. I figure. That's why I'm trying to save his fucking
Has
life by being like
nothing to do with
patient.
this.
Listen, brother. I understand. I'm gonna pull close to the side. Listen, brother. I get it. Yeah, I accidentally knocked Dolgren. Listen, brother. I get it. She's attractive. That's why it could be fucking dangerous. All right.
You can't trust pretty girls.
You can't trust them. All right.
They're all evil.
I'm just saying. You know.
But
Keep
clearly
it
she-
intact, and you fucking live through it.
You are misunderstanding my intentions.
Anyway, yes, miss. As I wait, where the fuck Dolgren? Dolgren, I told you to shout at Bob and Zach.
Olgren has fallen down.
He would die.
There we go. I just had to build up momentum to leap back up there.
Oh, thank goodness. Dolgren, I need you to shout at Zig and Bob. Tell them that we found this elf lady that we found is called Valendra Shadowmantle.
not yell?
Yeah, well, fucking. Oh,
But she was yelling at us earlier.
That's
Good point.
fair.
yeah. Maybe the bats aren't as active as we thought, but we'll find out with Dolgren's big boy. Tell Zig, Alex, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Tell them what's going on, and then ask him if they want to be friends with the elf. She wants to be friends with us.
He leans over. We have met a knife here. Her name is Valendra blah blah blah.
Fucking stop.
Keep
Just
going.
go. If
She
you're
wants to
going
be
to
our
say,
friend.
if you're going to say that word, please go down so we don't have to hear it.
Wouldn't I also be considered a knife ear? Because don't orcs have pointy ears?
Yeah,
That's
you have
Not
a
what that
hood.
references to.
Well, no, I know,
We have to
but
see you without your hood to know what.
Yeah, but you are a green skin. That is much worse.
Wow. Callie Sewell is super racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Development.
Listen, if you want to stay here with your knife ears, fine. You elite class. The prejudice.
Can Callie take D10 damage for being racist?
No, in fact, he gets 10 temporary hit points.
No, but I can deal D10 on a critical hit.
Anyway, what do you guys think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we have a blessing.
Dahlgren
So-
turns back to the cave and gives a thumbs up.
Splendid.
Yeah.
I
What
have,
do you know?
if we are to be friends and to work together, then I would like to share some information. She says, through our research and exploration, we have learned somewhat of what the Soulmonger is. We believe it to be some sort of machine that powers, or at least is powered by, necromantic magics. And,
Engineering check to see if that's like if I think that's possible.
sure.
Okay.
I
Perhaps.
You do believe that it is possible, though you have not seen or heard anyone doing such a thing. But, I mean, you did also just run into mechanized zombies, so.
Yeah. Okay.
And she says, and we do know it is somewhere here in Schult. Its presence is definitely here. Our associates keep getting the name Omu. And from our research, we believe Omu is a set of ruins somewhere here in Schult. We believe the Soulmonger lies within Omu. But we're not sure where Omu is.
Have we heard that name before, or am I
It
recalling
sounds
from my
really
knowledge?
familiar.
there's a lot of
Um,
names that are
That I think I was asking about that because I think that's where that chalice I've been looking for.
Indeed. Zig, you've heard, well, some of, especially you locals, have heard the name Omu in some fashion. Omu is believed to be the original, capital city of Schult. However, it's also believed to be a myth. Kind of like Atlantis.
We read about that, or we saw something about that in the place where we got the jug, didn't we?
And Zig, following your sort of research, very limited, into a certain artifact, you believe that this artifact was a trinket of the king of Omu. So you at least have reason to believe that Omu actually exists. Not sure about anyone else.
Okay. And man, the sucky part is I know where Omu is, but Zig doesn't.
Oh, fuck. Zig hasn't mentioned Omu in his pursuit, right?
I have. You guys heard me ask about the and that city.
Yeah. I'm just, if that's the case, and not, I think I might have a friend who's a little bit more smart about Omu. If you'd like me to trade places, he might give you some insight as to where the location might be. I'm not sure everything that he knows.
She says, sure. And she opens a portal behind you.
All right, I will go through the portal and I'll walk towards Zig. Hey, Zig.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's asking things about Omu, but you
Oh?
know, just be smart about your things, and when you go up there, and keep your eye out. And I will tap his shield twice.
All right,
Yours.
yeah. Whoop.
All right. Anadi steps through the portal. You discuss. Zig steps back through the portal. And then the portal fades away. As soon as Zig steps out, your shield begins to glow. And it glows brightly.
Okay. See, the thing is, it doesn't tell me on where the undead is. It just says, "Hey, there's some close by."
You're on a tiny island.
yeah.
So it's on the island.
Yes, I'll go. Guys, there's something dead here. And I'll look at this lady.
How bright is the light?
What do you mean? There's something dead here.
Well, you see, I am of a particular faith, and I get alerted when undead are nearby. And do you have something on this rock?
She says, is that why your shield is now glowing?
Yes.
She begins
Also,
to...
I'm sick.
She begins to step forward, and as she does, the shield glows brighter and brighter to the point where it begins to sort of vibrate on your face, kind of like right up to it, examining. Like, that is quite interesting. I have never seen this type of magic before. And you can see the aura of the light reflecting from the shield into her eyes. Her once lively eyes appear glossed over and colorless. But as she backs away from it, her eyes appear normal again.
Oh, okay. I'll just look at Kalastu and Dolgren and I'm going, okay.
Interesting. Very
right, you're-
interesting.
Dolgren.
You're
Dolgren's
nice, right?
bouncing.
Hold on.
I can be.
You said there are only vampire bats in this cave, or not vampire, just bats in this cave.
The vampire bats.
Yeah.
She says, yes, me, the bats,
That is
and now you.
the only thing you know of, and I'm going to use lie to me.
Lie to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Weave traps. Alright.
I'm going to see if I can catch her in a lie.
Alright. Deception DC. Or perception. Oh, excuse me. Which of those is higher for you?
My. Let's see. What? How do I figure out the DC?
It's just
actually?
plus 10.
Yeah.
Your bonus plus 10.
Okay, my deception is higher. It's a 20.
A 20. Oh, one moment.
At this point, now that Zig is up here with the glowing shield and everything, he's gonna do a sense motive, if that's all right.
Alrighty.
Olga is.
Yep.
It doesn't say, unless I'm not seeing it. What kind of check does she have to make?
It should actually just go against her deception DC.
Oh, get his DC. Oh,
The sense motive should be against her deception DC.
alright. Sense motive.
If she is actively lying to him, she is rolling her deception against his deception DC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure.
Yep. So she has to deceive me with a greater than 20.
Alright. You believe that she's telling the truth. That the only people up here are you her and the bats.
Oh, Dolgren was trying to ascertain her friendliness more.
She says, I can be. And she seems to be genuine.
All right.
I don't
He's gonna
like
look.
to.
He's gonna look to his. He's gonna look to his friends. He's not gonna do anything, but he is. He can. You can tell he's coiled like a spring.
To jump off.
Melandra says, I don't like to cause trouble. I like it when things are easy and calm.
Okay.
We agreed
Well,
to be friends. Does this still hold true?
Considering that you didn't do anything against my friends, that's fine. We could still try and work something out.
Great.
We have no predisposals to like against undead. It is just most of them are very violent in nature.
Yes.
As tends to be the case, as most undead are mindless.
Most.
But, she says, if we are to work in agreement, then I believe our search must be for the land or the settlement of Omu. What knowledge of Omu do y'all have? You guys have.
I know that there is a chalice there that I am looking for. The skull chalice of Chikagagare, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, close enough. She
Um,
says, not familiar with the tale of a magic cup, and that's really interest me.
Yeah, it was a king's trinket that's supposed to be useful, but regardless, we don't really know Asian of it, but we were going to an area that might give us more information. We're looking for a naga up in the Misty Mountains.
Naga. I think
Yes, it's
I
supposed
may.
to give you. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I may know of where you speak. There are several Naga that live in these lands, but I have been hearing tale of one in particular that many people go to ask questions. Would this be the Nanga of Nangalore that you are seeking?
Yes,
Or no, the Nanga of Oralanga.
same difference.
Yeah, I got the names mixed up. She says, "Do you have a map?"
The one that traded places with me does, but
She will go over to her desk, and you see she begins to rifle through some papers, and then she begins to sort of write something down with her ink and quill, and then she comes to bring it back to you. And she brings you a somewhat smaller map. It's not a map of Chult. However, it is a map of this sort of northern Chult region, the Mistcliff region, where you can see things like Camp Righteous, the Eldani Basin, Imbala. All these areas are sort of marked. And in a particular area,
Ooh.
there is marked the Ruins of Oralunga. She says, I do believe that the Naga you are searching for resides within these ruins. I am
Okay.
unsure if it's still there, but that is what I have heard.
okay. And while we're sharing information, I'm not going to say their full name because we've actually ran into one and it was not good. And I'll motion to the Scar. It's a they're called sisters, and
She
they are
says,
hags, and there's 3 of them.
as is typically the case, there's a few hags. Do
They're,
you mean
they're the ones that helped the Acerak.
the three of you can make a perception check? Kelly Sewell?
Sorry, what?
You can make a
perception check.
perception check.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 2 seconds.
All right. So then only Zig notices it. But when you say the name Acerak, you can see she's a little taken back. Like there's a mild moment of shock at hearing the name, but she does her best to keep her composure of like a calm individual.
I'll point that out. You seem surprised by that name.
You can sense there's a growing hesitation about her, but she says she takes a moment as if judging whether to talk more. But she says, "Yes, I am familiar with the name Acerak. He was an old associate of the guild. He, many, many years ago, he was a powerful wizard. He was a wizard who attained lichdom and caused several, we will say, catastrophes before he began to take his orders across the multiverse. Hearing his name, I'm a little surprised that he is back after so much time, but I guess it does make sense that something like this would be at his hands."
From what we have learned, the sisters helped him build the soulmonger, and that's the cause of all of this undeath that is plaguing this plane.
So it is good to have confirmed that the soulmonger is indeed the source of this corruption. With your assistance, I feel that maybe we can do our best to contain or even stop this death plague, I believe others are calling it.
Yes. Have you seen the yellow fog?
Oh, yes. I see many fogs from up here.
Do you know what the yellow fog is?
I believe it's something in relation to those hags of which you speak. I know one leaves a trail of fog about her.
That's the one we ran into.
Ah, yes. Night hags can be exceptionally troublesome.
Oh, that's what they are. Okay. We
Yes.
didn't know what type. We just knew that what brand name. Well, before we got here, about a week or so ago, we ran into this horde. And there were these two shocker zombies, and they were putting their lightning, whatever, into this statue. Well, we managed to dispatch the horde, and we found this, and I'll pull out that file we that was pulled out of the structure, and this was inside.
Interesting.
Are you two okay with that?
I'd like to make another speculative on that.
I would like to as well.
All right.
Just give all of our secrets.
Yeah, might as well.
Her for more. Ask her for more secrets.
Not very good.
Oh no.
You're not sure what her intentions are.
He's just up to you guys. He's just joined.
Very much the same for me. You know, unless you would
Okay.
like to discuss with the others.
I would like to make sure it's okay with the rest of the group. Can you open up the portal again so I could stick my head through to have a quick word with them?
Certainly. She does the incantation again and opens a portal behind you.
All right, I'll stick my head through. All right.
When you do that, she closes it, decapitating you. No, I'm just kidding.
No. All right, I'll stick my head through. Like, all right. She's undead, but seems nice.
Oh, she seems nice.
The sisters are night hags.
Mm-hmm.
I brought up the horde that we ran into several days ago, and I showed her the vial. She wants to examine it. Is that okay with you guys? If not, I will hold on to it.
She's a fucking undead.
Is she
Yes.
gonna examine it in front of us?
Who's being
I-
racist now?
It's not a fucking race. It's a re-race.
She also was associated with Acerak. He was a part of this wizards guild that turned to Lich.
What's
but
the fucking wizard guild then? What, why are we
I
trusting-
we haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know if we should leave the vial, but it also may be helpful if we do. So I was wanting to ask you guys.
I don't know, man. We're leaving the zombie pea that powers up the zombies with a zombie.
Yeah, thank you,
Sound
Bob.
great.
All right. I'll hand the map to. She gave us the location where that Naga is.
Oh, well, at least that's good.
Yeah.
Before you give her the thing, you've clearly told her all the things that we've experienced. Perhaps has she explained why she's a fucking undead?
No.
That might be something to point out, because as far as I've learned, apparently, I haven't seen a good fucking undead. So perhaps ask if she's a good undead, even if she's not being a good undead. You know?
All right. Actually, I'll pull my head back out. Are you able to keep this portal open like indefinitely, or does it close after a certain amount of time?
It takes concentration to hold it open. And holding it open is unwise.
Well, I'm more so asking so my friends can be a part of this conversation.
She says, yes, I can hold it open.
Okay. I'll put my head back through. Stick your heads through. Undril can, watch your guys' back, because it's a good idea for you guys to be part of this.
All right.
Okay.
Just talking with an undead. She's an undead. Stick my head through.
All right. We're unsure to leave this here with you, but maybe we could both, do with some good faith. Considering that you did give us the location of the entity that we're seeking currently. Though, how did you become an undead?
Was it
Respectively
willing or-
asking.
It was a
Unwilling.
choice.
You picked it.
Yeah, you wanted to become dead.
Yes.
So, are you a lich?
How do you fucking
She
think of that?
she has kind of a little smirk come across her face, and she lets out a little chuckle. Yes, I suppose the jig is up. I am a lich.
But
fuck.
you're good, right?
She has an inhale. She says, "Via how things are with this world, no, there are no good liches.
I'm
Liches
making
is not
Arcana
an
check.
act. Yeah.
Just know about lichdom.
Oh, you definitely
Damn.
know about lichdom.
He's a lich himself.
Yeah, surprise. You know that becoming a lich, for the most part, is a willful act. It takes someone who says, "I want to become a lich," and then through one of several different ways, none of which are good, a person becomes a lich. This act can be done via consorting with undead, evil gods, demons, another lich, and various other evil entities. And just like the act of murder or cannibalism, partaking of this act makes you evil.
Forgive my hesitation. In light of this knowledge, it would be unwise to blindly trust you, and for that I am sorry. But to ease our minds on this trade, would you mind telling me of your phylactery?
Ooh.
If we are to be friends and to know that you are not going to stab us in our backs, it would at least ease my mind.
She says, "My phylactery is truly none of your business, nor is it in a place that you can find."
I mean, I wanted to really say cut our losses and fucking dip out,
But she has given us a lot of good information.
that's what I mean. And like, she hasn't killed us,
Correct.
She has
which
killed
is
many.
Yeah, true, but comparatively to every other undead we've met and a fucking hag bitch, fucking this isn't
Do you
the worst.
support the patronage of a god, Anadi?
No, because I wield my own fate.
Do you understand the repercussions of working with such a lich?
I don't think I care, brother. Fucking when I'm dead, you could just throw me in a ditch.
So you can come back up and bite somebody.
If I die, I look over at her. Don't put me fucking back up. I want to be in a ditch. You'll burn me. I don't care.
She throws
Don't
her
make me
hands up.
hit people. I'm not. You know, that might have been a little rude. Anyway, what I'm
I
saying is, yeah, she's helping us, and she told us. I hold out the little fucking parchment. She just, this is fucking useful. Like, not many people have given us things that are useful. This and Beak. They're the two best people on this fucking island we've met so far.
I feel like out of the
Dolgren looks
situation
very
of a
hurt.
whole,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He pitches himself
That-
off the cliff.
I pull my head back and I catch her.
she's not a good person, but she's
Just
not.
because you're a bad guy doesn't
mean you're a bad guy.
Yeah, so
Hi.
F-
Welcome to the
does not
Villains Club.
apply.
thank you. I mean, I'm your guy. I'll go with whatever you guys say.
Yeah.
I'm willing to work with her, but preferably if she stays up here, if she's going to be a big fucking undead thing, and we're not near her, maybe we could talk. Just, beneficial talkings, because there's a lot of bad people in Port Nyanzaru that I've done business with, things that I ain't proud of, but I don't fucking talk about it because I'm better now.
All right.
It would be unwise to have her as an enemy.
That too.
If we let you look at this and study this bottle, Are you going to use it against us? Or do you just want to learn from it?
I don't plan on using it against you. I
You plan
am.
on using it at all?
That depends on what it is.
So
It
so
is
far,
zombie Pete.
yeah, it's not.
It's actually
It's
just
not.
pee.
It's not. It's the one thing Bob has said to her. It's not zombie pee, but so we technically might know what it does, but I'm just trying to wait what you've given us versus what we've already given. So you've
Uh,
show us where.
They also gave us information about Acerag.
She
Yeah,
says,
and what have
I
we
can
given her?
see this is causing quite a dysfunction amongst you. I
Just
don't
making sure
mean
that
to
we don't owe you any.
I don't mean to cause a rift between compatriots. But if you are having such a hard time leaving the canister, maybe I can extract just a sample.
Can you lean back with me for a moment?
Yeah, okay.
I lean back with Bob, and hopefully we're a little quieter on the other side. All right, I just don't want her to fucking replicate it. There's already a lich who has this fucking. Know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense. Also, like, bad guy gets stronger than the other bad guy, the worst bad guy.
Yeah, like she mentioned something. She apparently knows about the soul monk, which makes me worry. Does she fucking want? So that's all I'm going in this week.
Yeah, the whole unlimited power thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's another lich. That's what I'm worried about. Anyways, lean back in.
Okay. I, from the looks of it, I don't think anything can be pulled out of it just for how it's constructed. Because like I'll move it around because nothing comes out. Would you guys be okay if we
Give it
let
to
her? Yeah, if we give it to her and we'll take it back next time we see her.
Rather, fucking, it takes a long time to travel Chult, but you're not wrong.
All right. All right. As a sign of good faith that we're willing to work with each other, I'll hold out my hand with the bottle in it.
All right. She steps forward and goes to take it.
Okay. I'll let her take it.
She takes it.
Can you tell us about the wizard group you were a part of with Acerag?
She says there isn't much to tell. It's the Mages Guild of Waterdeep. People join them all the time to either better themselves, adventurers, learn the ways of the world, and just as it can be corrupting to some people.
Are there many of you from that are liches?
Are your allies liches that you said that we're walking about, or are they walking about because they're undead and they can easily do it?
Both.
Oh, wait, another lich is here under your Jesus Christ.
There, jeez.
Too many.
She
Fuck,
says
John.
it is a choice that some wizards make once they feel their time is close to an end, but they, either fearing death or wishing to continue learning, turn to such a route. But only the
you're
most
saying-
studious who are able to find them.
So you're saying is books are addictive.
She says, yes, I find books are quite addictive. I quite enjoy reading.
A good book, Darren. You gotta go outside. No.
Let's see. Man, is there anything else that are like big questions?
Not questions that we know to know the answer to, I'm sure.
I mean, why does she want to, like, go against this other lich? Like, what's... What's the
Not
reasoning
what?
behind
questions
this
we want
move,
to know
Kaz?
the answer to.
Well, with her going against Acerak, I have a feeling it's because he's taking all of the souls.
She wants it.
Well, mate, what do you
Um,
want with the soulmonger? You said you know about it.
Yes, we want to know more of what it is, what it's capable of.
Sense motive. Can I
sense
sense
motive.
motive?
Sense motive.
Everybody says motive. That's some bullshit. Natural 2032.
Oh!
There you
Yeah.
go, Anadi.
Finally.
You feel that she is being pretty genuine. She wants to know more of what the soulmonger is. However, you feel
Yeah,
there is
Discern
more
why?
to that implication.
All right, so you want to know more about the soulmonger? Enough?
Yes.
I suppose that's kind of what we're doing.
It is also, as you can imagine, causing a real hassle for us other liches.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Bad.
I have a feeling the soulmonger is a flackery.
I fucking feel like it might be as well.
Interesting.
I
I have
mean,
no
It
idea
would
what
have
that
to,
is.
it would have to
Actually,
be
it's fine, I
quite a
wasn't there.
powerful phylactery to snatch souls from all over the world.
I mean, considering that the sisters helped him make it.
It would
That-
have to be a marvel of machinery and arcana.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
You said the soulmonger was a machine, yeah?
That is our belief. We believe it to be some kind of machine.
It is possible there could be a storage apparatus chosen as a phylactery. It would have to be very powerful.
Indeed, it
And
would.
large.
Indeed.
Do you have a way for us to remain in contact when we're not here?
She says,
So if we
very useful.
certainly. She goes and sets the canister down on her desk, and then walks over to her sort of like bookshelf area. And she opens up a small, what looks like a jewelry box, and pulls something out. And she comes back and presents to you a ring.
Oh,
This is a ring of communication. With this, we can converse with each other over grand distances.
All right.
okay. I'll grab it and I'll put it in my pocket.
All right, put it in your pocket.
Let's see.
Calisto begins to sketch feverishly.
He
If
is
we're going to be working
very,
together, sorry.
uncertain.
If we are going to be working together, and you said you got friends down below, should we know the names of your friends, or are they too dead to respond? If we ever
The-
meet them and tell them, "Hey, we work with you," or we're allies, whatever we want to be.
The ones who can be communicated with will be communicated with. They will be made known of your appearances and to stay clear of your escapades, shall we say?
It's exactly what I'd like. I don't want to run into undead that we shouldn't be killing. He says it with that much sass in his voice.
She says anything dead can be brought back in some form.
That's terrible.
Oh, okay. Outside of this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
do you guys want to ask her to see if she could bring back that lady's husband so we could get that flower?
Oh,
That.
go!
Well, here's the thing. Even gods haven't been able to bring back people perfect.
Well,
So,
correct. But if I'm remembering right, that bird lady asked if any of us was capable of raising the dead.
I mean,
Uh,
if she's okay with a zombie husband, sure. I don't see what's wrong with it. Why not?
She
I'd
is
totally
a
go for that.
crazy bird lady. I'm sure she would not even notice.
Well, if she's been in the fucking castle for 400 years, her husband's a goddamn skeleton or worse. Might be a mummy, for fuck's sake.
All right.
this sounds like a great idea, honestly.
Why not, actually? Fuck it.
All right. Since we're conversing and we're learning more about our goals and such, would you be willing to help us out with something?
Is anyone here good aligned?
She says,
I am neutral.
Yep.
I'm neutral good.
I don't think we can do this.
She says,
Well, we're not
I,
big. Shit.
I can help in what way I can.
Okay. Well, a couple weeks back, maybe two, 1.5 ish, we ran into. Oh, I can't think of the lady's name. Does anyone
Zal?
remember?
Zalco?
Valcor.
Zalcor.
Yes. Yeah.
She seemed a little how crazy. She wants her husband back, but he's been dead. She has a rare flower that we were trying to get for another group that we're acquainted with, and she refused. Well, she was wanting her husband risen. Would that be something you could help us with?
She says, yeah, I can raise, well, not raise, I can animate the dead. They are nothing more than a puppet in that form. So, I don't think she would be too happy with the product.
Okay.
Couldn't
All right.
help us with a bunch of fight a bunch of birds, could you?
Say that again.
Like a bunch of undead people that you might know, might be friends, to help us kill a bunch of birds so that we can steal the flower. Because she's kind of arrogant. I don't like her that much.
Kill a bunch
She wanted
of
to steal our
birds.
friend Bob, or she wanted
Yeah.
our friend Bob in replacement of the flower, and we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
yeah, it was weird.
She says, well, that was your choice then.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting to like recruit her to go
No,
confront,
Not her.
No,
Like,
not
do you
neither.
have like, you got like a big, like we got hit with a bunch of cave troll fucking things that were undead skeletons. If you got like a couple of those lying around that could throw rocks at like birds in the air, that'd be great.
Or, whenever we get back to that location, would you be able to either show up or teleport or something to just help us with the fight if need be?
all right. So you're
Nice.
trying to conscript her. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
To maybe not to aid, but to possibly further down the DC. If you do help us, we may be in debt to you for a job that you need.
I would definitely aid, and I'm just standing behind them, kind of like giving her a quick flex.
I don't have a hero point, so I can't reroll.
I have this in diplomacy, and I think I get like
Yeah, I spent mine earlier.
+4 circumstance bonus on checks to aid.
Oh, shit.
So 28, as much as that's gonna do, I guess.
All right.
Might.
She says, I might be convinced of assisting in whatever this endeavor is, but I will need something in return.
Which we would help with. Now, we're
Splendid.
not sure when we'll be back in that location, but when we do, we can reach you now, and I'll pat the pocket that the ring's in.
She says, "Do be sure to give me a call if you are still alive. I have high hopes of seeing you all again."
Well, that's good to hear.
Hey,
um,
someone's actually nice to see you again. That'd be nice.
while we're all chatting, can I do like a glance at her desk to see what's all on there?
You can, however, it is a dark chamber, and it's a
I
little
do
bit
have
away.
dark vision.
Okay, so go ahead. Perception. You can tell that there's like writing implements and several papers strewn about. From best of what you can see, they seem to be like maps and charters for expedition routes. Almost like they are mapping out the area, like they're looking for something.
Okay. Is there a check that I can make to remember what the maps say and show so we could put it on our map later?
I'm gonna say no, because that would require you actually looking over the map and memorizing details. And
Okay.
from like just looking at the map in the dark from like 20 feet away, you're not gonna see many details.
Okay.
Ask her.
That is an option.
Yeah. Since we're all being friendly and doing, being friendly, is there any other locations that you can give us that would be worth checking out to help us in our endeavor?
She goes to pore over her map.
Or areas to avoid and such?
She says any of the bays are a place to stay away from, as that's where pirates like to congregate.
Ah.
Boys, we're going on a boat hunt.
Wait a minute. We got a lot of things to do now.
She brings up the name Mbala. She says that there is an individual in Mbala who may know more. And then she has heard rumors of intellectuals in a place called Shilku. But she says she is unaware of such a place, where it's at.
Okay. We were actually very close to Mambala, but we were told to stay away from it. Are you a friendly acquaintance with the person there?
She says, I've never met the individual, but I have heard several people mention that she, for whatever reason, is capable of raising the dead.
What? Like, actually?
To the best of my summation, people who are able to make the climb and survive the terrors of the mountain to visit her have claimed to have their loved ones raised from the dead. I'm not sure how true these claims are, but that is what I have heard.
And there seem to be a lot of people in this island that can do that.
I mean, it's the origin.
Yeah.
Might be
True.
So close.
Is there any other information that we're looking for? Because I think I'm out of questions to ask.
Not really information. Oh, by the way, since every time Dolgren has shouted when he was outside, whenever these fucking bats were around, they haven't woken up. Dolgren, you can speak if you ever need me.
He just doesn't have anything to contribute to this conversation at all.
The only thing I'm curious about is we technically know somebody that's around here. We only in passing name, of course. What's your opinion on this individual going around helping people called Simba?
Artis Simba?
Simba? Yeah.
I have no affiliation with Artis Simba, nor do I dare say care. Not to say sound rude.
Sounds motive 22.
All right. She generally doesn't care about Artis Simba.
All right, good to know. We just, because apparently he's like goody two shoes is going around.
Yes, I have seen him wandering about, fighting monsters, saving people.
You haven't seen him recently, have you? He just fucking disappeared on us.
Recently is a relative term.
That's fair.
I mean,
I don't want to sound crass or anything, but how old are you?
She
Never ask
kind
a woman her age.
she kind of chuckles. Don't you know not to ask a woman her age? It is quite rude.
Well,
mean,
yeah, but
With all respect, for being a lich and supposed to be a corpse, you look pretty good.
yeah.
She says.
She is Elven.
She says, "Thank
you
you."
know, good
And
point.
there is a slight shimmer that runs across her body. That you're not sure what you saw, but the slight deviation of the norm sends a shiver up your spine.
Well, the only thing that happened to me is I'm now scare-roused. Anyways, I feel like we've gotten all the information we need, and perhaps kind of like a situation with our dear friend Volo, we'll help you, you help us, but however far this goes, we'll figure out.
I do have a question about this ring. Is it something that I could just put on and it works, or do I have to like attune to it?
She says it does require attunement. You will have to
Okay.
wear it.
All right, well then I'll put it on then.
Luckily, in this game, you can invest in 10 things.
Yep. You put on a ring.
And then Zig gets taken over and he kills everybody.
Oh, fuck. Finally.
Berserker rage.
Actually, that's a good point. Can anybody cast detect magic of read aura on that fucking ring? Just to see if it's dangerous.
9.
Angel can. She has read aura and detect magic.
If you do detect magic, you might be able to find the flackery if it's here.
I don't know about that. Undrel sticks her head in to go help with because she was watching her back, but she will cast read aura
You
on
cast.
the ring. if
You
possible.
bring in Undrel, who's been mostly absent from this conversation because
Why
she kind of feels she doesn't have any true executive power based on what the party wants to go do. But when she peeks her head in and sees Zig's shield glowing brightly, she seems highly alarmed. She says, "What's going on?"
It's fine. It's fine.
It's kind of fine. She's an undead. We're talking.
You can
she's
see
being
you can see a scowl start to form across Undrel's face.
Oh, she has that feat. Okay.
Undrel, I believe, if I recall correctly, she's like a goody two shoe.
I never said she was goody two shoes.
I just figured.
She just likes to help people.
she's a goody half shoes.
No,
What's the
she
difference
is
between
actually
that?
following her alignment, is what is happening.
Alignment
Yeah.
of dumb.
Her alignment, her dedication to Sarai, which is an oath to slay all undead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we'll have Undrel check the ring later.
Hold on a moment. Isn't being a lich diametrically opposed to your soul herder, whatever the fuck?
Pharasma? 200%.
Yes.
Like, there shouldn't be a conversation happening.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm neutral, so I don't really
as far
care.
as I am aware, Zig doesn't worship Pharasma. He just has been contacted with one of the psychopomps.
Yeah, I personally follow the psychocop that reached out to me.
The psychocop.
Yeah, but not the actual like deity of death.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, all the psychopomps believe the same thing.
Well, yeah, I'm just being cordial.
You
She-
are,
This is Zach's world.
and you
Yeah.
are associating with a
It-
lich.
He's also not a cleric, so it's not like his powers are tied to him having to
Yeah.
keep an oath.
Fuck. Loopholes.
Yep.
Love it.
All right.
However, Undril is very now uncool about whatever the fuck is going on.
All right. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk with Undril later.
I think this conversation should end.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we greatly appreciate the help and information you've given us. If you need help with anything, there's a way to reach us
Stop
now.
talking.
Yep.
Stop talking.
Yep. Anyway, thank you and have a good day.
She says
And Zig will
farewell
walk.
and gives a gentle little wave goodbye as you guys step through the portal. And once the last one is through the portal, it seals shut. And now everyone is back on the ground.
Before we leave the portal, just really quickly, I want to speak in Elven. I hope the only thing leaving this room is not good intentions. And step through.
Damn it.
All right.
I know.
You guys are now all back down on the ground, away from the, hot single elf in your area.
A hot corpse. It's a corpse. Remind everybody.
How rude of you. but yeah. And it is also almost 10:30. We went a little late with this, so sorry about that. But unless there's anything else you guys want to really do, I guess we can call it here for the evening.
I'd like Undril to to identify exactly what this ring is.
She looks it over. It's a seemingly silver ring with like a skull indentation and little red rubies for eyes. And she reads it over, and I believe, what is it at? What's the sending spell? Divination. It is a ring of divination.
Oh.
Okay.
She can't. If she used detect magic, she would shield. So, second. If it is in character, I think the idea of Undril getting the ring as well is that you hold it out and she swipes it from you.
Yeah, she gives it a hard look over. I was like looking you guys over.
I think we'll have a conversation on
She
next session.
she doesn't know how to feel about you guys right now.
It was not my idea to continue talking to the lich.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to
He
stay
said-
up there with her alone.
He says
It was your idea.
like when the son's trying to cast blame on the brother, so the mom's not angry at him.
Motherfucking pot calling the kid.
You're making a great many assumptions.
Yeah, well, I still heard you fucking speaking a weird tongue, and I'm gonna learn what their language is in the next day, too. I guarantee it.
It is. You know how many tongues, and you don't know Elven. In
Not
a
Elven.
jungle.
The one where you screamed off in the woods. Not here.
Oh, that is Abyssal. It is my mother's tongue.
Get it, Mom?
All right. Well, we now have the exact location of where that Naga is.
That is
So that's good.
super useful. And apparently she now might help us fucking fuck up that woman over there.
Man, I'm so glad I thought of that because that could be.
I will say though, she's given us a lot. We've given her a litter. little, we might owe her a favor already. And
Yes.
I get a feeling that a lich can probably enforce. I'd like my favor now.
Yeah.
Are we becoming a lich's minion?
Yep.
I wouldn't say minions.
No, we are.
No.
Yeah.
You agree?
I mean,
Over had it
it's
with the
different.
lich.
I mean, think about it though.
I'm gonna have to switch out for an evil character or something here
Oh,
shortly.
underling of a power
Yeah,
person.
I don't know. Alexander's not
Especially
gonna be very
Sir.
happy when he comes back and learns about this one.
We just won't
Oh,
tell him.
when he comes back. From where? From God? He's
Yeah,
dead.
from
is-
God.
Is he going to be unraptured? I mean, is that even
when
possible?
Alexander comes back from God, he's going to be very upset to learn that you are dealing with liches.
Okay, well,
maybe our good people shouldn't have left the party. We needed them.
Well, think
There are
about
like
it.
Three people in that room who are good.
We're dealing with a lesser evil to bring down a greater evil. You know,
Yeah.
so once the greater evil's done, we can deal with the lesser evil.
Yeah,
Does
who's to say
Aurori
we
really
can't turn
care
on this
about
bitch?
undead?
It
I don't
is.
know.
She's more about self-improvement.
I mean, yes. However, Aurori's not an evil god.
Lich is a form of
Yeah.
self-improvement. You make yourself better.
You are
I think
not
that's
turning this
debatable.
around on me like that.
I mean, if you consider immortality better, not everybody does, and living in a goddamn corpse.
If anything, I feel like it would be seen as like a slap in the face because you're just taking from others.
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything to actually improve upon yourself.
Yeah, he doesn't even like the other Starstone gods because they didn't find like an original path to divinity. He's not gonna like liches.
Well, he ain't here, so if he wants to be here, he can fucking judge us
He's
then.
always here. He's a god.
No, not
Yeah.
him, Alexander.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
he's
just-
a god.
Until Aurora, whoever comes down and fucking bitches about it, I'm not gonna talk with him at all. I don't give a fuck.
Aurori looks over to Alexander. Yeah, I don't know if you're going back.
Yeah. Besides, fucking,
They're too busy, like in the fucking locker rooms of the Serene Circle.
Yeah, they're all just towel whipping each other, having fun
Oh,
frat
boy.
times up in heaven.
Could I have a third character sheet so I can make an evil character to fit in with this party?
I mean, if you really
not
want
even
one.
evil.
Yeah, we haven't even
Dahlgren-
done anything evil yet.
Dahlgren is super uneasy around these people now.
I am quite
Okay.
uneasy as well, considering we've only known them 2 weeks and they have immediately done dealings with liches.
We haven't done any dealings.
We
that was
traded
literally what we
items
just
with them. What would you consider a deal? Zig?
Well, okay. Would you rather just be wandering aimlessly through this horrible
Would you rather
jungle?
have gifts ungiven from your fucking shield?
That
I mean, we have other
Your shield is
places
super
to check out, other things to do. We aren't wandering aimlessly.
Well, still, we're getting information that'll help us deal with the problem that everyone's facing.
We also learned something super vital.
Yes,
Omu. That is useful.
that was very useful.
Like we now know the name of a location, and if we find people out here, they might be like, "This is where Omu is." She doesn't know clearly, but that's because she's not native.
Well, that's why we're going to the Naga, because the Naga should be able to tell us exactly where it's at.
Exactly. That's useful. And all of our quote-unquote working with her so far is just been trading in for. We could totally shoot her later.
Yeah, as
won't.
I said, we're working, or we got information from a lesser evil to take down a greater evil. And there's nothing saying that we can't deal with the lesser evil once the greater evil is dealt with.
Yeah, be a little more, optimistic.
No.
Okay, it sounds like a you problem, man. I'm gonna go save this goddamn island and then kill all the undead on it, and then we'll leave.
All right,
Fuck
you have
off.
a new character sheet.
Thank you. All right, so what are we thinking? Just full-on anti-paladin? Fit
That's
in with
what-
the rest of you?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Or a necromancer.
Oh, and she called the zombies puppets. So my marionette thing, I wasn't that far off.
We never said you weren't. It's still a fucking puppet, is what we're saying. It's just a corpse puppet. It's just gross.
So
I
wait,
can't
so
wait
wait.
for like 3 sessions from now and be like, I can't believe what we've sowed.
No, not really.
Why must we reap?
I mean, maybe y'all fucking being like, oh, let's change characters, and oh, we don't work with the party dynamic, which the other 2 characters would have known of.
I
That-
wasn't expecting you guys to go full on.
Okay,
I wasn't
Working with
expecting a lich
liches.
here either. I wasn't expecting a lich here either.
Yeah,
So-
no,
I can't speak to Gasa. Alexander was a paladin.
Yeah, maybe the paladin should have stayed here.
yeah.
What?
We
So-
needed him. We
so-
loved him. Now he's
So
gone.
because he's not here, you decided, yeah, let's work with a lich.
We're not
100%.
working with them.
Well,
We are literally performing we are exchanging goods and services with a lich.
oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather you yell at her and then her fucking throw you off the building because she doesn't need to use her cool magic powers to kill you?
Well,
She went
and
200
see,
feet up in the air.
The thing is, we might not even have learned if she was a lich.
Yeah.
Like, if I wouldn't have gone up there, there's no way anyone would have known.
If you your shield
Yes.
is
Yeah.
broken in this
That
game.
gives us plausible deniability. That's what that's called.
Yeah, fucking. Would you be judging us so hard if we knew that she wasn't or didn't know she was a
No,
lich?
not at all.
That's what I fucking thought. So the fact it's a
I
good thing
don't
we
know.
learned.
Okay, listen. Where are you in your head? Are you getting the idea that us knowing makes it better?
It does because now we can choose to be worse to her later. Before she gets the jump of us, preferably.
And
Man, I
besides,
can't wait to see you guys in Super Hell. Damn.
you're going to Super Hell, bro.
wait,
We're
isn't
all
this
going to
island
Super Hell.
considered super
Yeah,
hell? I
Yeah,
mean,
it
shit.
is.
Actually,
This-
you know
this
what? We're
is
not
the
going to go to
Australian-
Super Hell because the Soulmonger.
That's a good point. Fucking,
I'm gonna build a grave knight.
What the hell's a grave knight?
I'm gonna cry.
Wait, what?
Gonna cry and come.
That's what I heard at the end too.
Yeah.
Are we still streaming? Get us out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still screaming. All right. Well, good night, chat. Good night, internet.
Fucking
Love
Jesus.
the internet.
night stream.
Ugh.